Hello. Good evening. We're gonna go here. Mother trucker! Oh my god. That's this, right? And that. Hi! Good morning! It's not the morning. Good god, it's so engraved in my head. How are you guys? How are you all doing? Happy Friday. It does not feel like Friday. Joe and Tay, thank you for gifting us up the exothermic dude. And Mother Trucker, thank you for gifting us up the diarrhea. Junior, how are you guys doing? How is your Friday going? Who just... Dude! I still need a sound for you. Where's my book? Where's my book? I need a sound for you, Husher. 13 months at a tier 3. Holy. My god. Thank you so much, bitchin'. Hi, Sonny. You could even have one that just says, do the violent fungi. How are you guys doing? How's your Friday? I hope it was fantastic. I apologize. I said I would be streaming on YouTube today, but it didn't happen for reasons that are upsetting. But I hope that your Fridays have been going well, and I hope that you guys are good. How are all of you? Form, hi, Silent, Dr. Overdose. Happy evening, Joe and Tay, Mother Trucker, Exothermic Dude, JJ. How are you guys all doing? Hope I'm not missing anyone. My chat is broken again. Diarrhea, hi. Husher. Gotta get everyone. Sonny. I think I got everybody. Perfect. How's my Friday? It's been long. It's been long. I just had a long week, I think. Long story short, basically, you guys are, I'm sure you're probably familiar with the debacle of my hard drive. Well, I finally got my old one formatted, so all of the stuff's off of it. I got it removed from my computer. I rehooked my other one back up. I turned her on. She did great. The computer. Then like an hour later, I started hearing a clicking noise, very similar to the cricket that was living in my PC. So that's fun. So, I basically had removed the hard drive that is bad. I have 2 hard drives that are going bad at the same time, basically. It's not my new hard drive, it's my middle hard drive. There's 3 hard drives. There's one I bought when I built my PC. There's one that was gifted from my wish list to basically be more storage. I used that one for my games. And then there was a 3rd hard drive that was sent to basically replace the very first hard drive when it started giving me issues. And so I removed the first hard drive because I have it like on video. I have a video of this, what it sounds like, and I know that it's not okay. Removed that one, got the brand new one hooked in, and then got everything switched over, my operating system switched over, and my computer is still clicking. So I filled out a warranty for the other drive, and I even was like, you know what, because they have 2 different shipping options. They have a shipping option where you can it's free shipping, and you send your drive in first and they send you a replacement like a week or 2 later. Or you can pay $18 and they'll send you a brand new drive. And I was like, yeah, I'll just pay the $18 because it's going to be less of a headache doing it that way. And if you guys know me, I don't like spending money unless I absolutely have to. But I was like, I'm gonna spend the $18 for shipping, and I like got to the end of filling all my information out, and they're like, hey, this item's out of stock. You're gonna have to wait until it comes in stock. So I can't even get a new drive. Dude, Husher, what the heck? Thank you for 10 gifted subs. You guys aren't doing this again, okay? Stop it. Please stop it. I'm so exhausted. I'm just tired. So I'm excited for D&D tonight to kind of get my head off of that.
You know, I have heard people say they pick their nose, but I feel like I was just born with mine.
I saw somebody with the most perfect nose the other day. Dr. Overdose, thank you for 100 bits. Thank you guys. This is a level 5 hype train. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I added some Christmas overlay stuff, so I'm excited about that. How are your Fridays going? Are you guys pumped for the day? Everybody's freaking out up there. I don't know what. But I hope you guys all had good Fridays. I was eating coffee beans earlier because I'm kind of tired. I wanted to wake up. So, hopefully those kick in a little bit. But, exciting things are going to happen today. I now have a pseudo dragon, which I'm really excited about.
I recently joined a nudist colony. The first few days were the hardest.
As long as they weren't... I can't say it. Jesus Christ. You're not sorry, Silent. You're not sorry. Had a pretty alright Friday. Got off a little early. That's good. Silent, thank you for the bits. Dr. Overdose, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Going by my buddy tomorrow to work on...
Let the record show that Potato is now a Khaleesi.
Is that from Game of Thrones? I think I haven't seen that. But that's the white-haired lady from Game of Thrones, right? Thank you for the bits, Joante. You are mother of dragons. Yay! I have my own dragon. Hi, Gandalf. How are you? I hope you have a good class in the morning. Moo. No mooing. No mooing. JJ, that's so cool. I love my duck. I look at it every day. Why are you all mooing? Stop the mooing. Why are you mooing? Are we ready to start some D&D? Are we ready? Are you guys are you ready? You're ready? No? Hi, J Maca. You're not redeeming the cow song, Dr. Overdose, because you can't. No mooing. Okay, I'm gonna.
Can we talk about Death Stranding 2? Let's talk about Death Stranding 2.
You guys are unmuted now, by the way. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, here we are. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are fried. Jay, you weren't supposed to tell anybody about that.
You're fried.
Okay, so actually I'll pause this now. So D&D. I don't know if we've decided who's doing. Are we doing Hi, Oracle.
Oh, did we?
We're gonna do a poll. We're gonna do a
Oh.
poll of the eligible people.
We're doing a poll to see who is doing the.
Yep, let chat decide. And
What if
while
we
the
just
poll's
do 1, 2,
going,
3, not
Hushker's
it?
going to give us some knowledge.
I would win every
Nose
time.
goes.
How long should the poll be?
5 minutes. Then we can do some rolls.
We do rollies, yeah.
Yeah. We'll do rollies after. Trying to find something cool.
Stop.
For your-
Oh, that's what I was looking for.
Wait, who did it last week? Taylor?
Yes.
Hay did it last week.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you for doing
Okay.
the poll. My stuff got all reset since I had to reinstall
Okay.
OBS.
Rude. You know what? I'm not gonna watch this poll because I'm already disappointed.
So make sure you vote in the poll, you guys. Whoever you want to hear do the recap.
I voted.
Vote for.
Island's
vote in
taking
the
the
poll.
lead.
Ooh, that is
Um,
bright.
and
Turn that down a bit.
I vote for him.
Yeah, Forum's not on the list.
I know I went
Oh.
informed to do it too, but you know.
I didn't
We
know
gotta
we were
get
putting
Form
Form
a
on the
new
list.
microphone.
Should I redo the poll?
No. Let's do rollies. Let's do
Can we
rollies.
Yeah, let's do
redo the
some
poll?
rollies.
I'm
Okay.
okay if I don't win.
I
Can we
haven't
redo-
voted. I'll save my vote for if there's a tie. Okay, so who's going against
Who's going
who?
first?
Let's see. Last week, I think we changed it up. So let's. All right.
All I know is I lost big time last week.
Holy fucking! What's with the 6 votes? Come on. I mean, I love you guys too, but come on.
You did a really good job last time you did it.
You did.
Yours
I
were
think you-
always great.
You've done it twice now, right?
Yes,
They're really good.
Second time was very shaky, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Probably better than my second
May jinx
time.
myself saying this, but I've yet to have to do it.
You haven't done it yet?
That should have been the answer right there.
I mean, it's just. So rollies first. It'll be Garmy versus.
Oh, Garmy didn't use his teleportation thing. Just as a reminder,
Didn't.
last session,
I did
and
not.
I think you said like if you won this time, he would get something special. Just a reminder.
Yes. Well, I went ahead and rolled really lowly to start.
Well, no. I'm just choosing the first. I'm just choosing the first two. So it's gonna be. Could I say Garmy? I'm crazy.
You did.
Mother Trucker versus Silent, and then
Okay,
Garmy
we-
versus Potatosaurus.
You wanna...
Because I just rolled dice and saw where they lay, and that's how I decided.
Okay,
It's all about RNG.
Who's first?
We'll let Brea go first.
Beat that.
Oh,
19.
oh,
Get those good rolls out now so that we
Wow.
do poorly later. I get your strategy.
Well,
close
it
though.
just wasn't happening.
1 for Brea.
Oh.
Another 16.
Oh, she's mocking your dice rolls now.
Wow.
Oh.
One for
Reverse
Yuki.
Uno card was played.
That's nuts.
That's what I give her talking shit.
Oh, it's always
Another
16,
for
let's go.
Yuki.
It's rigged.
You know what I should really do is because his character's poisoned that he
He
has to
rolled
roll at disadvantage.
He
Is
won.
he still poisoned?
Oh, I
We
forgot.
take a
I
long
was
rest.
still
We did a long
poisoned.
rest?
No,
Oh,
we
wait.
need to take a long rest before
we
not.
need
But
to.
it's only in the mid-afternoon. He just took a long rest, or like that morning, so you can't really take a long rest again because you can only long rest once per day.
I can't
Shit.
use
We
any
could
of
wait
my
until
powers.
tomorrow morning to head out, but
I want
We'll
my
do- we'll
spell
figure this
slots
out in
back.
game.
I don't have any spell slots.
All right, so that's the resource management in Dungeons and Doodles. All right, so our next
Doodles.
performers, are you ready?
oh yes, who's first?
I mean, you let the lady go
Be
first.
my guest.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
She ain't my lady. I ain't going first. My lady. Ooh, Garmy with the.
Middle of the road.
Garmy gets 1. Oh my gosh.
Will it be the reverse Uno card again?
Oh, I get 1.
Ooh, 1 and 1. Nice.
1 to 1. Hootie. Did you roll
Wait,
a disadvantage?
I did that?
Oh, she rolled 2d20. We'll just take the 11. Okay.
That's an advantage?
Oh, was
That's
it?
not. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. How did that happen?
Oh, with advantage, I still beat you. So it's 2-1.
Hold on. Yeah, no, hold on. She rolled a 7. Let's be fair, right? She rolled a 7 technically because she rolled 2d20s. Because you clicked twice.
Okay. I don't know how I did that.
All right, so we've got 2 to Garmy, right?
2 to Garmy.
Oh, I must have clicked on it twice.
Yeah, I think you just clicked on it twice. 2 to 2, nail biter. Who's gonna be?
Oh,
Wow.
I'll take it.
All right. So, who wants to go
Music
first?
I'll go second.
We watch with bated breath the trials and tribulations.
wait, is that me? Am I going?
Yeah, you won, right?
I was not paying attention. I'm sorry. I forgot that I won.
I was like, you
I'm
won,
not-
right? I'm pretty sure
I'm
you
not gonna
won.
win this time.
All right, Yuki rolls a 6. Everybody rolls a 2. 1
never
for
mind.
Yuki.
There's that 2, Garmy, that you should have rolled last time.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
see.
Yuki throwing out the good numbers pre-game.
18.
Ooh,
Wow.
2 to 0. 2 to 0.
19.
Oh my God.
Wow.
What is today? Let me get a lottery ticket.
It's
Whose
Friday.
dice are these? Oh.
I lose my 60-foot teleport, right?
No.
Okay.
Yuki,
I
what have
didn't
you
use
done?
All right.
Well, maybe I
What?
It's okay. Yuki will get something cool.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, I got an
not
idea. I got
die
something cool.
ability,
Maybe unpoisoned.
Ooh,
Mm.
right? No, okay.
I think
No.
that's a good idea.
Goblin
Not
says
that
no.
His rolls,
Not that
Yuki's rolls were great while poisoned. What are you talking about?
They were
That's
super
true.
She
weird.
thrives under
very true.
conflict. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll first. All right, let's see what happens. Look, I'm gonna do the Taylor way and just roll 2d20. I'm just kidding. All right, so, all right, let's go. Let's do this.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I was bamboozled. All right.
20. Damn it.
19. All right. Okay, so 1 for me and all right. Son of a biscuit eater.
Just get more than 6. Come on. Thank you.
Nice.
Okay.
1 to 1. Oh shit. All right. Anyways, 1 to 1.
Oh.
2 to 1. I'll handicap myself.
Negative. Negative 4.
Negative.
I actually
How
rolled
does
a
that
1.
work?
I actually rolled a 1. Well, you would have beat me even without the -5 modifier. All right, so I'm gonna give you a choice. All right,
Oh.
because you won, right? That was 3, right? You won 3.
Well, I think that was 2.
Was that 2? I thought it was 3. All right, well, let's do it again. All right.
I honestly, I thought you were keeping track.
I thought you were. We were 2-2. So now we're 2-2. Now we're 2-2. All right. I don't even need mathematical help to fail this one.
Oh, well, I
Oh,
should
man.
not have said anything.
All right. Since I broke our hearts with bad math, so I'm gonna give you a choice. All right. So I will allow you to take the 60-foot teleport from Garmy that he had last week. So you can teleport anywhere you can see within 60 feet. Right. Just as I think we chose it as a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We chose it as a bonus action. You can teleport free of charge, this time only. Or your other option is All right. I would also allow you. This is when the teleport's probably cooler, but you could also go with. I would grant you the spell Nether's Mischief. It's actually a second level spell, just free of charge. It will allow you to fill a 20-foot cube that you can see within range with Fey and Draconic magic. And then if you choose to cast that, we will roll a d4 to see what it actually is, to see what your magical effect would be. I'll give you a sample of what one of those spell effects might be.
Please do.
Bouquets of flowers appear all around, and each creature in the cube must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be blinded until the start of your next turn as the flowers spray water in their faces. That's one of the options.
All right, I'll take that one. It sounds interesting.
And I'll tell you another one. I'll tell you another one of the 4 options. Each creature that's in the cube must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or they begin giggling until the start of your next turn. A giggling creature is incapacitated and uses all of its movement to move in a random direction.
What?
So those are the possibilities of 2 of the 4.
That's amazing.
I'll take that. That sounds fun.
So
Save
and
that
I'll
for a big
here
group of
let me
enemies.
send you this. I'm gonna send you this on Discord so you can see it, because I don't have a printout for it.
Okay.
They giggle.
I have it open as
They're
well.
giggle monsters.
I giggle.
I love that word, giggle.
This
Don't
great
mind my
word.
terrible spelling. It's the pressure.
There's mischief.
Put a link to it in our Discord chat.
I think I can...
Yeah, I can dump it in there real quick too. I don't have the spell name on this on my screenshot, but I'll put it in there. Oh, there you go. Thank you. So yeah, those are kind of cool, right? That's cool. It's not cool. Teleport, could be, right? Who doesn't want like bouquets of flowers to fill a 20-foot cube and the spray water in people's faces?
I can
All right.
already dash 60 feet, so I'm like that. That just sounds more useful.
True. Other than unless you took the disengage, right? If you wanted to run past something, you could just teleport over there. But I get you. You're already a movement animal. All right, so is it time to do the recap?
Oh yeah, who
6
lost?
votes.
Oh, that was me. Right. Okay. Is this from the last time? Okay. Are we all ready?
Ready, Freddy.
Ready?
December. Oh, that was okay. I'm just making sure. Was this the last one? The day began with the party waking up from their shared dream. This is all written by Form, by the way, so I'm just gonna straight eye to ear it. Yuki, as a result of sleeping in a place infected by the blight, was suffering from being poisoned. The rest of the party was unaffected. Lucky me. They went back into the cavern where they fought the drakes and found a large yellow-orange crystal blocking a vent shaft, causing the caves to fill with smoke and fumes. This was what was causing the infection to the mushrooms and the Myconid inhabitants. Garmy identified it as a fire crystal, and using Yuki's crowbar, Brea dislodged the crystal and it fell into the cave floor and shattered into pieces. Turns out, it was actually an egg of some sort, and when it broke open, 2 fire snakes emerged and attacked. The fight didn't last very long, and nobody took any serious damage. Garmy dealt the final blow, killing the fire snakes by using his shatter spell. After defeating them, they noticed that the crystal was no longer blocking the shaft, and the smoke and fumes were able to vent out properly, ending the infection to the Myconid and mushrooms. As thanks, the Myconid gave them the mushrooms that they needed and an extra fungi, or brain mushroom piece. I forgot about that detail. Making their way back to Dragon's Rest, following the same path that they took to get to the caves, they stopped to rest for a little bit at the hot spring that was along the way. The waters helped rejuvenate and restore some health. Further along the path, they were attacked by an owl bear. I forgot about that guy too. This was not an easy fight, and Brea almost died. I also did not forget about that, actually. After being so severely injured, the rest of the party quickly and ruthlessly killed it. Unfortunately, they were able to heal Brea and save her life. This is so dramatic. After back at Dragon's Rest, Renara asked them to meet her up by the temple. Along the way, they went to Rock to give him the mushrooms they had promised, and after some negotiation, he agreed to give us 4 healing potions and make 2 more available at a discounted price. Once inside the temple with Renara, she told them she had something to show them. In a flash, she turned into a magnificent bronze dragon. She then told them stories of the dragons and their history on the island. It had been suffering from a cycle of violence that she fears is starting again. And they discovered that that there is another dragon on the island named Adron. Am I saying that right?
Mm-hmm.
Adron? Okay. He had come to the island months earlier to study with Renara, but after an argument, he left to go to an observatory. Fearing he might become evil. Oh, wait, just because after an argument he's going to be evil? That's some petty shit. Okay, sorry. Renara wants him to go to the observatory to see if they can find him and see what's happened to him. Renara also gave Karas a small pseudo-dragon named Arturex?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, to accompany her. That's right. Karas has a pet dragon. What could possibly go wrong? Well, that's the recap.
That's so
That was
good.
beautifully written, by the way.
That's so good.
We thank Form.
It was awesome for him.
Thank you, Form.
It was really good.
Doing the Violet Fun guy. Violet Fun guy.
Is that how we thank people now?
Just do it. This
That's
is how
our
Fun
method
guy
of
thank
thanking.
each
Thanks,
other.
guys.
All right. So I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about dragons, not for any particular reason whatsoever, right?
Wink,
Not for any
wink.
particular reason. So I wanted to just kind of share some knowledge, and I'm also not known for my slam poetry, so please don't hate me when I read some dragon slam poetry. But so dragons have this rich history across all the different like Dungeons and Dragons sort of game universes, right? And so there's this song this poem known as the Elegy for the First World, because historically in other planes of existence, dragons were the first thing created, right? They were the first peoples, right? So it's an ancient dragon poem of unknown origin, and there's a bunch of different variations of it, and collections and traditions of dragons across the different worlds of the material plane, right? The physical planes. There's different creation myths on these different worlds that echo different themes or notions of that poem, particularly when they describe dragons or draconic gods being involved in the world creation, right? But the heart of the poem is really an assertion not found in those individual myths, the actual elegy. But it suggests that before the myriad worlds of the planes of the material plane came into being, the primordial dragons, Behemoth and Tiamat, worked together to create the material plane in the form of a single first world, right? And all the worlds that now constitute the plane are in the word, like as the poem says, seedling realities formed when the first world was sundered in some type of unexplained catastrophe, right? So they created this plane of existence. They created this world where the first world, and when that world was somehow inexplicably exploded, it kind of caused this fracturing caused dragons to be in different planes of existence, right? And we'll talk a little bit about the formation in a moment. But I want to read some stanzas from Elegy of the First World, right? So again, I'm not a slam poet. So I don't read some of this, right? Because it's going to talk a little bit about the dragons, right?
I have a question really quick. When you say they're in different planes of existence, is that at the same time? Or they all got moved to a different plane of existence?
They sort of expanded across different planes of existence. So for instance, like
so they're
dragons...
all existing at the same time, but at different planes.
Yes and no, right? But yes, we'll go with the yes for now, because there's something about that I want to share too. So just to start this, breathe, dragons, sing of the first world, forged out of chaos and painted with beauty. Sing of Behemoth the platinum, molding the shape of the mountains and rivers. Sing too of chromatic Tiamat, painting all over the infinite canvas. Partnered they woke in darkness. Partnered they labored in acts of creation. Breathe, dragons, sing then of Sardior, ruby red jewel they made in their likeness. Sardior, firstborn of dragonkind, labored alongside Behemoth and Tiamat, shaping the dragons they crafted, dragons metallic and dragons chromatic. Breathe, dragons, draw in the life gift, breathed into you at the dawn of creation. There are several more stanzas, but we're not going to read about that. But to sort of not yet. But to sort of answer your question, I want to tell you a little bit about dragon sight, because I think, Taylor, this might answer part of your question, right? Occasionally, dragons develop a sense known as dragon sight, an awareness of multiple incarnations of themselves across the different worlds of the material plane. Dragon sight is most common in ancient dragons, especially when they have enormous hordes of items from other worlds or powerful artifacts whose histories might span multiple worlds. Gem dragons, because of their connection to Sardior, are most likely to develop dragon sight, this ability to see themselves or be aware of their incarnations, be it in Kryn, be it in the Forgotten Realms or Eberron, whatever it might be. Dragons that have dragon sight are aware of their other versions of themselves. Dragons who develop dragon sight amass knowledge that spans the material plane, making them the foremost experts on worlds beyond their own. With time, they can expand that passive awareness to allow active communication between dragons' incarnations. So, if we have, for instance, Tiamat in the Forgotten Realms, Tiamat has dragon sight. I'm using the term if. Tiamat's synonymous with Takesis from the Dragonlance setting. So they exist independently in their own proportions of the universe, but if a dragon has dragon sight, they can be aware and communicate with other versions of themselves in different universes. So, and here's an example, right? So many, many years ago, there was a red dragon named Ashardalon. That's a mouthful. At one point, this dragon developed dragon sight. He concocted a scheme to preserve his existence by consuming his other versions on other worlds. So they became an incredibly powerful great worm that fed on souls, which prevented souls from being incarnated into newly born creatures across the world. The dude became so powerful, like things could not be born with souls. Because he basically ate the other versions of himself. Like he traveled to other universes to become the only one. Like that Jet Li movie, I forgot what it was called. The One, I think it was,
The
right?
one.
Like he went and he went and ate himself, killed his other variations and took on their power, right? He absorbed their power because I'm so powerful that don't worry, you're not going to fight a great worm or anything like that right now.
Not yet.
I don't like it when you do that.
Did somebody say Tarask? I thought I heard somebody say Tarask. So, but dragon sight is something that dragons have, and they can be aware of themselves on different universes, right? Or in a multiverse, because kind of, sort of, Dungeons and Dragons exists with like a shared lore between different worlds, kind of, sort of. They're all unique in their own ways, just like Takesis is unique from Tiamat. However, they could become aware of each other if one of them developed dragon sight.
Wait, dragon sight or dragon sense? Are they the same thing?
Dragon sight.
Sight.
Dragon sight. So just a little dragon history to kind of talk about dragons, and because they have their own creation myths and they have their own everything. Like humans don't really worship Bahamut, but dragons would potentially, right? Because dragons have their own pantheons, evil creatures have their own pantheon of gods and goddesses and such. Cool, right? Cool. That's cool stuff.
Very cool.
But I mean, I guess if you can see other versions of yourself, that's pretty powerful.
It's pretty terrifying.
There's some other stories about other ways that this dragon sight has been used. But I mean, if you get it, you can extend your consciousness to your other variations of yourself. It's pretty powerful. And even to younger dragons, they can appear godlike, even though they're just a dragon that's ancient and has this ability. They're just more powerful than normal little dragons. All right, so Taylor, you should have a second character sheet for your new animal companion. right? I might slip up and say familiar every now and then, but it's not a familiar.
Okay.
Because familiars can sometimes just piss off and leave because they don't like you, right? Just because mages are dicks. I'm just kidding, but there are. But seriously. All right. So when we last left, you guys had dropped off stuff, right? You had haggled for some new potions, even though Tarak was playing hard to get and didn't really want to sell. He's going to give you that discount price, right? But it's going to take probably at least a day or so to make those additional Cure Wounds potions. You guys have like several of them at this point, like 4 or 5, something like that.
If we have the 4 he was going to give us, or not the 2 he was going to sell us, then we have 4. Otherwise, I think we've used them all.
Have you used the other ones that you had? Because you should have had a couple before.
I think I used one. I think
You
did I
used
use
one on me,
Yeah,
and then one on.
and then Yuki used one, and those are the 2 that we had.
Here you can have
Yuki
a
used
little.
his
If
a
you
while
zoom
back.
in really far, you can see a
There,
little
look.
tiny familiar.
That's your tiny little dragon.
That's my Artie.
Oh, let me change the name on that one for you. Hold on.
Artie.
It's like so
You
tiny.
can barely
Well,
see it.
I mean, it's a tiny creature, right? You don't have to have him on the map. We'll just assume he's always riding on you, because his movement speed's only 15 feet unless he flies, and he can fly 60 feet per round, right? So we'll just assume he's always riding on your shoulder. Probably to get into you, you're probably gonna have some scratches. You might want to put something on your shoulders, a little armor or something, a little padding, give him a nice comfortable little place, a little pillow, like right here. He's just snuggle out on it. Let me see. I might have to.
Cute.
Let me fix that and see if that's fixed now. Yeah, here we go. Should. Boom. Right there. Move by the right person. Bam. But you don't have to move him around, but he'll always be there, so we'll always make sure we put him in combat. But so he is useful, right? He can telepathically communicate with you, right? He can't speak to you, but he can he can share thoughts and things like that at a pretty basic level. And he does understand and can do that with anybody, such as yourself, right? It's telepathic little pseudo dragon. That's why wizards
did you
like
just
him.
say he's telepathic to other people too?
He can understand. Let me rephrase that. He can understand people who speak his language, but he can
Yeah.
only telepathically. He couldn't
Okay.
potentially bond with somebody who can't speak a
Okay.
language.
Yeah.
Right. But he's your companion, and the companion rules apply. Like Dr. Overdose had said before the stream started, right? Like by default in combat, the assumption is unless you direct him to do something, Artarax will automatically try to dodge in combat. Right. So
Try to not get hit.
yeah, try to not get smacked because he has 7 hit points. Right. So it ain't gonna take a lot if he gets hit. But I'm not a super savage where I'm like, watch what I do to your pseudo dragon. Like, no, not very good. So I think we arrived last time. We arrived a little bit before noon after our excursion. We took a long rest. Poor Yuki got poisoned, so Yuki gets disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. The rules do state that you can't take a long rest immediately after another long rest. So you can decide what you want to do today. I am not a savage, so if you wanted to progress right now, and just progress time, rest up, recuperate, have another long rest, I will allow that. Right, I have no problem with that. In other situations, you will be put under more of a time constraint. So it would be unfair of me to time constraint you, since I have not led you to any time constraint that you would be aware of. Right. So
I want to ask Renara how long has Adron been off to this other ruin, and does she have any expectation on how long she thinks it'll take for us to get there? What she expects we'll find? Whatever she can tell us.
damn it, you're making me read so early. Yeah. So let me pull up my notes on that one real quick. Adron, if I remember correctly, Adron has only been there. He visited like some weeks before. He was studying under her. They had a difference of opinion because Renara's taken that like vow of not fighting, right? She's basically a pacifist at this point, right? She had taken that vow of silence. And Adron did not agree with that because he's a young, angsty, dragon. He just wants to throw claws, right? He hasn't really got to that point where he feels like pacifism is for him. So he basically trudged off across the island. She's worried that he's in trouble, and she wants you to investigate that. As far as what, like she told you, there's that observatory, which is really the only thing that would probably be around for him to go to because she hasn't seen him in weeks, right? So the actual distance is really across land. It's about 6 miles away, right? Up to the north, towards the center of the island, but on the coast. If you could take the rowboat, right? She tells you there's a rowboat you could take. The rowboat's going to take you about.
Been there for a few weeks. He can wait until the morning. We can rest up, lick our wounds, wait for those potions to be ready, and then head off in the morning.
She tells you it's just up to you. She's just worried about him. He's just a young, rash, young dragon. Like I said, he wants to throw claws. She's just worried about him. She saw that there was potential in him to just, be a force of calmness and empathy. But he's just a young bronze dragon, and he just, his hormones are raging, right? And he just wants to do his own thing. And he just disagreed with her. But yeah, but she tells you could walk it. Probably going to take you a couple hours to walk it across the terrain, or you could take the rowboat, which is going to take longer. Maybe you never know. If you walk it, there might be another owlbear. You never know.
Or more hot springs.
Or more hot springs.
Freya starts sweating thinking about the owlbear. PTSD.
And remember, Runara did give you that moonstone crystal, right? That was a few inches long, about an inch across. And if I recall, it has it's carved, with a shape of a dragon head on the end of it, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that also.
Somebody add that to their sheet, because I didn't.
I didn't add it.
I will add it now, I guess.
Silence, I'm supposed to write shit down.
I haven't taken a single note.
Hey, Brea bought that really nice journal, right? So
I'm adding it to my actual inventory sheet. Moonstone crystal, you said?
yeah, a little moonstone crystal.
In the shape of a dragon.
Yeah, on one end of it, there's think of it like a chess piece, there's a little head, little dragon at the end of it. Man, dragon history is so cool. I'm gonna applaud myself for my slam poetry. Good job, Husher. Good job. All right, so is there anything else you want to do while you're there? Right. If you need any equipment, I think it was Mika, right? Mika has some things down in the shop. It's generally basic adventuring gear, so probably not better than what you have. But if you want to see if you need anything,
Could I purchase a third dagger?
yeah, you could purchase a third dagger. What is the average cost for daggers? Pretty cheap.
I have a dagger.
Oh, you're just gonna hand it over?
I don't see
Rachel.
why I need it.
He has wine.
He has wine.
Yeah.
I do have
So
I think it was
so
a
you can
special.
buy
I think
you
it
can
was
buy a
special.
dagger for 2 gold from Mika.
Let me check my character. How much gold do I have?
Just gonna have a bunch of throwing daggers, just like a sheath across Yuki's chest, right?
Because I'm poisoned right now, so I don't want to keep getting in too close with the disadvantage. So if I have more daggers, I have 65 gold. Okay, I can buy
Comparatively, though, you guys have hundreds of gold. Plus, you have things that are worth gold that you can sell when you get to not this place because Mika's not made of cash. But if you want to try to sell, if you have something you want to sell, you can always ask Mika as well, right? Because she is sort of like a vendor in the area, right? A merchant you can buy and sell from. So she does have some money, but you just have to tell me what you want to sell. You had those obsidian shards.
Army's
You got
holding on
some-
to those.
You got some jewels from the harpy's
Got some-
nest.
Yeah, I've got some turquoise and bloodstones and tiger's eyes. But I also have a shit ton of gold, so.
Well, I like to pretend that we have gold, but I have infinite money. Do you guys like inflation? Because
Oh, I forgot. I'm the treasurer. So it
Yeah, I haven't
it's a
added any
pull.
gold to my sheet except for I think once or twice. There's small amounts.
Yeah, I think I did like the very beginning.
I have our gold.
Where do I go to find Mika again?
Oh, Mika's just down. Mika's workshop is down to the south, over here. If I recall.
Okay, and there we go, straight through the walls.
Just whoosh. Aren't you glad I removed those walls? So you don't have to walk all the way around. Oh my
That was
god,
a task.
Husher.
That was
This
a
is
task.
terrible. I gotta click like 75 times. Sorry, I don't want to do those walls. It's easier to block vision though for like going in dungeons and stuff like that.
While other people are buying things, Garmi's just going to spend most of the rest of the day just writing in a journal. Writing down everything that's happened.
Okay.
There was someone.
Penning a
Hashtag
few
thank you
letters.
form.
How do I add items again?
So what you could do is if you hit Control Space and you want to find the item, so it'll bring up a little search thing in the middle. Type in dagger and drag it onto your character sheet.
There we go. Thank you.
Was
Not
it
a +3 dagger though.
Mika that had been attacked by the scabbies? What are they called? Those little flying
The Sturges. Little
Sturges?
Sturges.
Was that Mika?
Hey.
That was Mika.
Can we ask how she's doing?
Yeah, so she tells you that, she's feeling better and she's healing quickly, but she still has the bandages on, right? Her wings are folded back. She's a winged kobold. But her wings are folded back, but she's feeling better.
That's good.
Did you want to try to sell anything to Mika?
I don't think so.
The
I have a
cash-
compass.
Okay,
but-
I bought 2 daggers, so I have 61 gold now.
Yeah, I'd say she'd probably have a couple of spares.
If you need
mean,
another
I
one,
don't-
I have a dagger as well that I got from the captain's room on the compass rose.
That's the poison dagger.
I don't
That was a
think
poison dart.
Yeah, I
Oh.
don't think the dagger itself is poison. It said there's nothing special about it. In my notes.
And then
anyway.
the dart, I think you had thrown and missed, right?
No, I haven't thrown the
You haven't
dart.
thrown it
I
yet?
still
Okay.
have it. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Silence like Cloud of Daggers spell. I think I will. Like, why not?
I feel
It's like
I
free
have so
real
much
estate.
utility now.
So, the
Throw
day
more than 2
passes and
daggers without
eventually,
running out.
if you don't want to sell anything to Mika, right? Well, the
I'm
day
good.
passes. You'll obviously have time tomorrow if you want to talk to anybody like Varnoth or Tarak, or any of the other kobolds. But the time passes. You just normally eat and you're just relaxing, so you could take a long rest because I'm a very forgiving dungeon master. So the day passes. You wake up refreshed the next day. Silent, you are no longer poisoned. Hallelujah.
What?
Yay!
Finally.
Imagine if poison all it took was sleeping, unless it's plutonium, and then you're screwed.
So did we take the long rest? Can I do that?
Yes,
Yeah.
you all have taken a long rest now. It is now early morning the
oh,
next
oh,
day.
All my
Bright-eyed and
spells are back.
bushy-tailed. The
Thank you,
kobolds are
Jesus.
waking around. They're walking around. Just woke up. They're stretching. Little kobold stretches with little short kobold arms. Little Tyrannosaurus Rexes. And they're beginning their day, right? And Renara is probably up in the temple still. If you have any questions for her, and Tarak and Vernoth can easily be found if you want to go steal a leg or something. I'm never gonna let you down on that whole let's steal the prosthetic leg thing. Let's roll.
It took me a minute to realize what you said, and I was like, "Oh God."
He rolled the
Every
dice.
time
we're
we
doing
see
it.
her, I just kind of like nudge Yuki.
And she just gets grumpy and like turns away. Nothing to say.
So really at this point, how would you like to go to the Clifftop Observatory? You can go by boat, which is going to take you 3 hours or so because you're going to have Brea rowing the boat. Or it's going to take you about 2 hours if you go at a walking pace. You could go faster. I mean, it's up to you if you wanted to get there faster. Garmi's like, this sounds like a trap for exhaustion. Normal
Yeah.
sounds nice.
Do we want to
normal is fine.
Do we want to ask any of the shopkeepers if they need anything that we might be able to find on our journey as we're going out? Since they don't have a ton of inventory stuff.
Good thought. I want to make sure that we all have. So now we've gotten our potions, right? From Tarak.
4 of
Yes.
them?
Yes.
So I put 2 on my sheet. So that means there's 4 more left.
4 more?
Because we had 6.
Yeah, you guys
We
have a lot of
We
potions.
bought 2
Holy
and they gave us
crap.
4. So if everyone should have at least one on their sheet, and then someone else has two, in addition to me having two.
I can add one.
What do
everyone
you
should have at least
search
one.
to add?
I have one potion already, and one potion
Health
of
potion?
poison resistance.
Potion of healing is what you're looking for.
Maybe I should drink that.
I mean, you've had plenty of opportunities. I just don't. I think you've only used the one, right? I think you had two, and I remember you used one last week.
I know
right?
I used one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I added one to my sheet.
So Yuki, you still had one from before?
Yeah, I still have one.
So then you have two now.
Okay.
Good God, we're loaded.
So
go
someone
Fight
else.
some
So
owlbears.
Brea, do you want two since you're gonna be taking the most hits?
You like how
Yeah.
she
She
said,
just like launched herself like, oh!
and she brought her chew toy because
So
it's
then
like
I have
pee,
two. Brea has two. Yuki
I have
has
two.
two, and Karast has one.
Okay.
right? Man, Cross getting the short shift on that. Just
Should
one.
I
Everybody
just
else
get
getting like.
another one, or that's all?
Well,
these
you
are
also
all
have
six
that-
accounted for.
Yeah, because she should have 6, right?
Well, I used one
Yeah.
potion of healing.
I ain't keeping
Last
track of them
session.
for you, so you guys got to keep track
I
of your
put
potions.
2 on me.
And if we just got 6 total.
Well, you had 4 and then 2 more, right? Because you.
Yeah.
But he sold those 2 at a discount, so we need to figure out how much gold that is.
I thought I had negotiated down to trading it. No, I traded the.
Oh yeah, you
obsidian.
traded
I
the
gave him
value of the
5.
obsidian shards, right?
I gave him 5 obsidian shards, so we didn't have to use gold.
Yeah, because normally they're 50 gold each, and that would have been 5 shards, right? Because I think the shards were 10 gold each.
And
But
we got 2.
You got 50.
I
You got 50% off, right? Basically, a 50% off deal on those.
I want get one free.
And depending on how rare things are, so because again, this is your your beginning sessions, right, of Dungeons and Dragons. Other places that don't have like healers or people who make potions, if they have any, they're going to be harder to haggle, and they're probably going to cost more than the book price. Not necessarily gigantic amounts above the book price, but if it's more rare, it's going to cost more money, right? But these guys like you. Did some nice stuff. You killed some
There's
zombies.
One more thing I
We
want to
gave them
point out
supplies to make it.
is that after every long rest, I can actually choose a skill and make myself proficient in that skill if I don't already have it. And so last time I chose persuasion just by default. I'm gonna switch that this time to nature.
Reminds me, it's a new day. I need to
Yeah.
roll my d20s. An 11 and a 2 for today.
High roller. So I'm
when
just
we
seeing
go
if
on
my
that
snake
journey,
woke up. And then Carouse would have recovered spell slots, so Carouse can cast magic again. Magic-y! All right. Well, that's a good place to get ready to start. I know we've been here for an hour. Do you want to take a quick 5 minutes and then get into Total Party Kill, Part 1?
I'm fine with the break. I'm not fine with the TPK.
She's like, stop talking about it! You're jinxing us!
We just
We'll
then
grab
have an
the-
adventure of us climbing out of
Rude?
the other realms.
Okay, let's take a break. 5 minute. How long is our break usually?
Usually 5 minutes or
Like
less.
less than
Yeah.
5 minutes.
And break.
Break.
I'm just gonna stand over here.
I shall be back.
Michelle, be back. Okay, that's the first time I've raised my desk since putting all the stuff up. That was a little scary. This is my stream now. You know who the murder hobo is? Not good when it's the GM. I know, right? Every single time. Total party kill! Total party kill! They'll come back. Oh.
No, I left. I'm sorry for him.
Okay. I feel so lost.
Why?
I don't know. I can't remember anything that happened. My brain's not in D&D mode right now. I feel like I should
Like
be like, let's buy all
Anything
this.
that just happened?
Mm,
Or anything from last session?
yeah, I think last session. Or like trying to prepare to get ready for what we're going to do kind of thing.
I mean, you and Garmy saved my life.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Not you and Garmy. All of you. I was, TKO.
I forgot I muted myself.
Do, 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 do. Cool. Cool. Any fun plans for the weekend?
It
I'm
worked.
so happy about it.
Work? What are you happy about?
Not having anything to do.
Ooh, I'm jealous.
Do have our nephew's birthday party, but that's it.
Getting a haircut tomorrow.
Haircut?
That's about all I have planned.
I cut my own hair.
Planning on only cutting one though. The rest, no, just the one.
Just one hair being cut.
Which
Yep.
one?
I haven't decided yet.
Singular haircut. Oh, I have another red hair in my beard.
You
It's on like the
do?
left side. Yeah, like I couldn't get this one out though because I need to trim my beard and get a haircut. Frankly,
What do you mean, get it out?
it's my
Like you pluck
beard
them?
hairs are like really conjoined. Like they hold on to one another until I like straighten it out. You know what I mean?
Do you
And
use
so
beard
it's
oil?
hard to get one. No, I don't. And it's hard to just get one.
I use beard cream. I have a beard straightener. I have beard oil. I have a whole routine.
Rex uses beard oil when it's
I
like
need
he's
to.
getting to the point where he needs to start using cream because it's getting so long.
I'm gonna go look for some actually.
He uses
I use a
conditioner
beard
too.
cream. I use a beard cream and it work it in there so nice and pleasant. My dogs want to lick it off my face.
Ew, that's nasty.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all are gross. You're so tall now, Tay. I'm not used to seeing you in the stand-up mode.
Taller than my tree.
You are.
When combat gets really real and all of us are standing, that's
I
when
know,
you
right?
it's real.
Next thing you know, people's shit's being flipped everywhere. Like, son of a... Silence rolling all twos.
Oh, so just a normal day.
Just a normal day. Now your rolls are going to suck because you're no longer poisoned. The pressure's not on, right?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Pretend you're poisoned.
So, Brea, do you want to row or do you want to walk?
Whatever.
I like how we're asking Brea because she's the one that's going to be rowing. I was like, why did
Your
you ask
arm.
me? And then I'm like, oh, because I'm not going to be helping. That's why.
If y'all want to go by boat, we can go by boat. If we want to go by land, go by that
I
too.
kind of
Means
want
we
to go
don't
by boat.
Run across any more of those owlbear things.
Yeah, that too.
Do they hang out in packs?
But couldn't bigger things be in the water?
There could be things in the water. The
I
mean-
zombies were in the water.
There's fume drakes in the water. There's other water creatures.
Can we...
There could be a kraken in the water.
There could be
Oh.
a Tarask,
Do we
gently
know-
asleep, waiting to be disturbed.
Do we know
But
anything
can
about
I
the
ride the
environment?
Kraken?
Do you know anything about the environment that would lead us to decide one way or the other?
I mean, you could probably roll a check if you were to choose a path.
I am
Which
now
way?
proficient in nature
Oh.
for the day.
Oh, there you go.
But you could
Uh,
roll if you. I mean, you could be aware of things that might happen by using a survival check or what you might see around it. But you still have to choose boat or land. Boat or land.
my
vote
survival.
boat.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Should we ask Siri?
I vote boat.
Okay,
Who's
boat.
Siri?
Okay.
My phone.
What's a phone?
Alexa,
I know, like, no, don't say it too loud. She might hear you. So we had votes for boats. So raise your hands for boats. Who wants a boat? Because they don't trust me on land.
Okay.
All right. So party by democracy. All right.
I don't have an opinion really.
Row,
We just know you get
row your
seasick.
boat.
That's all we know.
All right,
stick
Karas.
close.
If you throw up, I'll clean you up
It was
again.
one time. And to be
Francis, hands
honest,
are a
I
bucket.
think the vomit helped our situation.
Especially when it got thrown at people.
Exactly.
Hey,
Big old
signature
bucket of puke.
attack now. The vomit bucket.
Yeah, so you kind of have to puke now.
Wait, do we have a spare bucket? Can I buy one from Mika?
Like Brea gets in and she just starts making waves, trying to make her sick.
I mean, I can't imagine a bucket costs more than a few coppers, right? So I'll
Arnie
give you a
just
bucket
runs
for
from one
free.
side of the raft to the other, just trying to make waves.
If you want a bucket, yeah, we'll
His
give you one for
tiny
free.
legs.
Is there actually a bucket? There is actually a bucket on here. I'm adding it to my inventory right now.
Oh, and I totally forgot because I wanted to make sure that you guys saw this. Hold on a second. I just wanted to make sure
have
that
a pot.
everybody got to see that. I forgot earlier, ladies and gentlemen, your streamer, Potaytosaurus.
Oh,
Ta-da!
Fantastic.
I
He's
can't
like,
believe
"Why?"
I fell for that.
I don't know how much a copper is relative to gold because I only have gold. I'm not sure what my
It's
new
like
updated-
100 to 1, right?
Okay,
So-
so just
So
60.
I'm just
gold.
gonna give you a bucket
10
so we don't have.
copper is 1 silver, 10 silver is 1 gold. 10 gold is 1 platinum.
Okay, so I'm
Don't
just-
forget the other one that falls in the middle. What is it?
Electrum
Electrum or
is, I think, 5
Nobody uses that.
silver is 1 electrum.
Nobody uses that. If you tell me you've got any of that coinage, I'll be like, people laugh at you and ask if it's fake. Like, I don't know anybody who ever uses that.
In one of
One
my
electrum?
homebrew D&D games, electrum was a coinage of a lost civilization.
So you're gonna take the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking the boat. Okay. So, after about 3 hours, as you round the south, as you round one of the tips of the coast, you can see crumbling ruins atop basalt columns just off the main island. So it's just like a little standalone structure. If you were to pull the boat ashore on the island, it would be an easy walk up to the cliffs. However, though there's no obvious bridge from the cliffs to the ruins. Alternatively, you could tie the boat up at the bottom of the columns and try to climb up directly to the ruins. Might be a difficult journey. It's like 30 feet up, not a lot of handholds, right? As you consider these options of how you want to approach the island, because there is a gap, right, where the island is really close to this little sub-island, right? There's these basalt columns that come out of the ocean, and there's this crumbling structure on top. It's only like 15 feet from the main island itself. So as you consider your options, you hear a screeching roar and notice a winged, glittering blue shape sweeping through the air ahead of you. The figure comes to rest atop the column farthest from the island and vanishes from sight.
It vanished after it.
Finishes.
It vanished after it sat on top of the column.
Flew past you and probably climbed inside the clifftop observatory.
Okay,
Is
so it's just not
blue-
invisible, right?
It is a glittering blue thing that you would say, I would say from your distance, you could tell it appeared to pop down or something onto the main observatory building. So if you were to climb up to it, there's probably, something there.
Would
Something
blue
potentially.
be metallic or chromatic?
Chromatic.
Yeah.
Because it's a color, not like a metal.
So that's the guy
Yeah.
we're looking for.
Well,
the guy we're
Aedaron
looking
is who
for
you're
was
looking
supposed to be
for, and
bronze.
he's a bronze dragon, so he's like yellowy.
Oh.
He's like a bronze color, right?
This
Like
was
yellowy
blue.
green. This was blue and glittery.
Uh,
So this is one we
Seen
didn't
that.
know about?
That's not the dragon we're looking for. That's a much more evil dragon.
I'm just gonna stay on the boat.
Potentially.
You guys have fun.
I mean, I'll just leave you with this thought. Did he see you, or did he not see you? Just for your consideration. No
I
hint.
feel like we
Just.
know.
I mean, would
Dragons
you?
have pretty good eyesight. He's probably spotted us.
Oh, well, they went right by us. They flew right by us.
Yeah.
Do dragons have a good sense of smell? They probably smelt all my potatoes.
They have very keen
You
vision.
have like 30 potatoes.
I know. It's getting to be an issue.
I don't really like the idea of having to fight a dragon. How big was this dragon?
Do we
Would I
have to
say.
fight it? Maybe we can persuade it.
Is there any like talking to chromatic dragons?
Do they like French fries? I can make those.
I mean, can
I
they be
mean-
like cool dudes? And
They probably think you taste good with ketchup.
Can
I'm
you
not
make
a
enough
French
French?
fry.
Can you make a 200-pound set of poutine?
I'm gonna need some
That
more
might
potatoes.
satisfy.
As long
a
as it's
dragon.
not from Timmy's, right? As long as it's not from Tim Hortons. So I would say that you would need to use some type of check to determine how old this dragon was. I mean, because you saw it at a distance, right? You're still like, quarter mile off, and you see something blue and glitterily fly past
Would
you in
you
the air,
allow
land, and
an
disappear.
Arcana roll?
You just love Arcana, right? Arcana, yeah.
Well, that's what I have the best roll in. Or perception, but that's only +2. Arcana is +5.
Yeah, I only have +2 perception.
I have plus
Unless
3
I
perception.
can use acrobatics to see.
I mean, this would probably be most likely nature check, right?
I'm +4 for the day.
Oh, silent.
Go
But-
for it, Silent.
You guys know how my rolls are, so
Have faith.
Believe in
You're
yourself.
not poisoned.
can we assist him?
That's a terrible. Oh, those are old rolls. Let me get rid of your old rolls so I'm not confused. All right. Boom. I mean, you can roll. You can not roll. Just see what happens if
all right. Oh god, yeah.
you were like, I think that could have been a dragon, or like a blue harpy. That I don't know. Could have been a blue harpy. I mean, could have been a dragon though. I guess could have been a really big bird. Not
Do
sure.
we have any way to lure it out here so we get a better look at it?
I can yell.
Don't.
That thing up there with the wings, it was definitely flying. I'm sure of it.
Wait,
Definitely in the air.
I have a question because Artrax knows Draconic language.
Oh wait.
I mean, he could understand a dragon that spoke to him, right?
We're so
He's
far
not,
away
he's
though,
not
aren't we?
telepathic. He's not telepathic. Yeah, he's not telepathic to anything but you, right? As
We
your
Right.
send
animal.
Artie to scope it out.
But he can understand if somebody was to speak to him. Yeah, I mean, you're still like a quarter mile away. You need to get
Yeah,
closer.
he can't go that far.
And since the character sheet's a little bit off, like he can only telepathically share within like 50 feet. I think is what we agreed on.
Yeah,
right?
it says 100, or it says
I know,
it says
but we talked about it when we set it up, and we said that that's a little bit too
Yeah, you
strong.
right. I
because-
was very confused. When
Yeah, I
I
haven't
saw
changed
that.
the character sheet because the character sheet wants me to change the rules in D&D. With this is more of a homebrew thing, so we'd agreed to like half the distance because you have a pretty cool, very
Yeah.
stealthy person.
I still
um,
think that that's far. Do you want me to? Can I change it? 50.
I can edit it later, but like we can add it somewhere else. But if I change that, it wants me to change the rule book, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. So it's like 50 feet.
Oh,
But so you know what you're kind of dealing with to a degree.
I
Let
updated
me
it. I hope that's okay.
find out what happens when everything that has telepathy is at 50 feet. We'll know. We'll know there for sure. All right. Can you guys see this yet? It's probably all black, right?
Right.
Nope.
Almost. You do.
I
not
didn't.
own
I figure you might as well see sort of everything, kind of, sort of here, because there's not a whole lot we can do without a whole lot of me building walls that you guys hate. So let me see if I can cover this up properly. So you cannot see it, correct?
No.
Correct.
Yep, all black.
All right. Hold on a second. So I kind of want to blacken something out. So give me. I want you to see everything.
It's okay, I have telepathy. I don't need to see everything. It's a terrible
right?
joke. Somebody laugh, please.
Oh.
Okay, don't laugh anymore. It didn't help.
You guys are the worst. All right. So, token set vision.
If you really want to laugh, I'll just.
Oh, there we go.
Visible, not visible. Visible, not visible.
No,
Not
it's still
visible.
black.
Okay.
Where is my
I
lantern?
got that one.
Where's my lantern?
I also have 5 candles.
I'll have Artie light it. Can Artie light things?
Should be able to see that, right? If you click
With-
on your
with
tokens, you should
flame?
see everything.
Yeah.
But you do have a big
Whoa.
thing of blackness off to the side, correct?
Yeah,
Correct.
what is that?
That's me blocking off
Correct.
something so you can't see it till you need to see it.
Is there
I
another?
could have drawn
is that the
walls on
top-
all of this. Can we be grateful that I'm lazy and didn't want to
So-
draw walls on all of this?
Question:
You're
the black area. That's where the tower is that the dragon went to, right?
That's
I
where the
assume?
Kraken's lair is.
But I assume that's the direction where the dragon flew off to, correct?
No, the dragon flew over here
Okay.
and disappeared.
Hmm.
Right, somewhere over here. You're just here so you can see the map right now, so I put your tokens on the map, so you haven't actually chosen
Gotcha.
where to go. So you could try to climb up other areas of this, or an easier climb would be over here. And then you see these columns, you see where the stars are at right here?
Yeah.
You can see those in the distance as they look like they're some type of column that sticks up from, like, as posts from the earth. And they have some type of carving on the top, but you're not close enough to see what it is. The map is a disclaimer, so just, but what do your characters know? Your characters don't see the hashed blue areas, all right? They just see that, hey, there's these cliffs and these buildings.
Yeah.
You have to forget that for your
Well,
character's sake.
Either
I don't
way,
remember-
I'm gonna need help getting up there or going across those gaps. I'm not gonna be able to climb that.
What's wrong, Tay?
I don't remember what I need to do. My journal stopped loading and what my information is that I'm saving. Do I just have to reload the sheet?
I thought you
The-
reloaded the browser last time that happened. Or you can close the journal and try to reopen it.
I already tried that. I'm gonna refresh really quick.
Don't dox Husher. Don't dox Husher.
Don't worry.
I'm just joking. I don't care. I mean, I care, but I don't care that much.
We could always throw the gnome up there.
That's a big old chuck. Like, that's... like, just to get to ground level is probably like 30 feet.
Okay, we're
I
loading.
need to bring up my other map.
Okay, we're
I need to bring up my map.
Oh, it's too bad I don't have the teleport. Just teleport up there.
60 feet, any direction, anything at any point you can see.
Well, I mean, you could use your other one,
Technically-
make everything giggle.
And if you really wanted to, like, start a new character, you could just look up 60 feet and be like, up there, and then fall. Like,
Okay, we're good. Thank you.
1d6 every 10 feet, right? 1d8,
No.
1d6, 1d6.
1d6 per 10 feet of falling.
So you fall 60 feet, it's gonna hurt. Hope for ones.
Any ideas?
I mean, either way, I'm not going to be able to climb that or jump that.
Oh, we all know you're on my back.
Okay,
Oh,
what
fair
are we
enough.
talking about? I'm
I'll
here now.
Hold
Sorry.
on tight.
Oh, you're looking for a way on to any surface, I guess.
So
Anyone?
we're just in a boat floating around.
Yeah.
Floating around hoping that I haven't decided if the blue dragon thingy, I mean, the totally
Like-
not a blue dragon noticed you.
I don't want to be in the water when
When it
this
comes.
thing comes back.
Who wants to roll for perception?
How are we
Uh,
supposed to get on this thing to begin with? From this island?
Minus 12 plus 2.
Yeah, so over here is the main island of Stormwreck
So we
Island.
weren't supposed to take a boat. We were supposed to stay on.
No, you could come either way. It don't matter.
Okay.
We
could
can get
have
on
flown
land
if you
here,
wanted
we
to.
just- How would we fly?
The check mark means we're proficient in perception, right?
Yeah.
That means you get your proficiency
Yes.
bonus. If
Can
it,
we
if it-
take
if
a
it-
rope
Yeah,
and
I'm
tie it
proficient.
to one of my arrows, and I can like shoot
Oh, I just realized
somewhere
I have
and then
tools.
climb up the rope?
I have 50
Maybe-
feet of rope and some pitons. I don't know how to say that word.
Kittens?
Can I roll the
What?
perception first?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
go
steel
ahead.
spike.
Well, shit.
Oh, something just disconnected. Oh god. Is that my computer? Oh no. No! Oh god. Oh god, what just happened? Uh-oh. Chat, are we still live right now? Oh. I am. Okay. Okay. All right. Hold on just a second here. Hold on. Things are crashing. Hold on. Oh, this is so fun. I don't know what's happening. Holy shit. Oh my god, what is happening? Okay. Uh I you guys can't hear that. Stream roll to 1. My audio is trying. My audio interface reset. I just heard like a, you know, whenever you unplug something and it goes doo 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 doo, and then you plug it back in, it goes doo doo doo. You unplug it and plug it back in and plug it, unplug it and plug it and unplug it and plug it. It's like that happened 10 times. Doo 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 doo. And they are all like, Usher's all mad like this. Everything's still up for me. We're just just 1 second here. Oh, are we back? Can you guys hear me? Oh, yes! Okay, hold on, because nobody can hear you guys.
We're doing a bunch of typing in the game.
Wow, everything just reset. Okay.
Oh man, the old style forum D&D games where we put a message, wait a week for the DM to respond, and then do another.
Holy, I have no idea what that was. I'm really sorry. Can I just get your guys' mic levels again really quick?
Roll perception, you ruffians.
Is
Starting
this
Yeah,
where we
check,
tell
check.
you about our
Talking
long walks on the
checkity
beach?
check. Woohoo.
Sound like you're so quiet. Dr. Overdose, can you talk?
I can talk all you want.
Mother Trucker?
Yeah, I can talk too. I don't know about what, but
You're gonna just keep talking a little bit more for me. Tell me about your haircut.
I
Oh, that's a great.
had.
Okay, Yuki?
Okay. Yeah.
She's like, yeah, thanks for talking about your haircut.
Okay,
Goodbye
you're
now.
good too. You're a little quiet, but that's all I can
So
do.
interesting. Bye.
Okay, thank you, chat, for hanging with me there. I have no idea what that was. I don't know if you guys heard what I said. It's like, you know, whenever you unplug something and it goes doo 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 doo, and you plug something in and it goes doo 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 doo. It's like
Yeah.
somebody did that 10 times in a row and it just kept going doo 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 over and over and over. I don't know what
Is
happened.
Windows Update on with your reinstall that it was trying to install drivers?
I already updated everything, so it shouldn't have.
You have a USB hub?
Yeah, you got it for me.
Well, oh yeah, dumb question. Maybe maybe it briefly became disconnected and reconnected, and it just started like all the things plugged into it started getting rediscovered. Maybe.
None of these things are plugged into that USB hub. They're
Well,
plugged
I
into the
mean,
back of my PC.
just a thought. But it's working
No,
now.
I
and
appreciate the
that's why.
thought. Yeah, that's weird. That's the first time I haven't had to like completely close out of everything. And anyway, we're back. Thank you, chat, for hanging out. We're gonna get back into it. What did we decide? We have all moved.
We're
Ray rode the boat over to the close to the shore so we could try to get up on land in case the dragon comes at us.
Turn everyone up.
Wait, so did we figure out if the dragon knows we're here or not? Or are we still just
No clue.
No.
Oh, okay. Can we
no idea.
So I have this thingy.
He could be laying in wait. I'm just saying.
I have this thingamabob that says I can attempt to hide even when I'm only lightly obscured. I can attempt to hide even when I'm only lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, and other natural phenomena. So could I like scurry up there and
There's
try-
some shrubberies and grass up there. But you still have to, I mean, so is it possible? Yeah, there's something up there. I mean, there's no trees or anything right where you're at. It's sort of barren, more like tall grasses and things, and you could try to be obscured inside of it, I'd say, sure. However, you're still 30 feet below.
Oh, it's that tall. Okay.
Yeah, the cliff is like 30 feet up.
How tall are all of we if we
Okay.
stand on each other?
You gonna put on a trench coat and go try to buy alcohol? Like,
Can
I
I
mean-
roll an acrobatics check to see if I can like climb up and then I have a 50-foot rope I can attach and dangle down for the rest of them?
yeah, you sure could.
Okay.
my
Yuki,
dragon
don't
fly
fail
up
me.
there?
Don't fail me. Don't fail me. Fuck yeah.
Because this is how
There you
dragons
go.
fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Yuki just straight up scrambles up that cliff like a goddamn mountain goat. Just shimmies right on up there.
He made it look
Goddamn
easy.
mountain goat.
I climb on Brea's back and hold on tight. He made it look easy. I trust you can make this climb. Maybe if he throws in a rope.
You will
Okay.
inherit whatever terrible things might occur. Just saying. Y'all are in this together, ride or
I can-
die, baby.
Do athletics, right?
You can do strength, yeah. Yep, strength athletics check.
Oh,
Are
they'll
you,
have
are
to.
you tossing a rope down, Yuki?
I thought I did that already. Yeah, I attached the rope to my
So
pipe or
with
pin
a
or
rope
whatever.
climbing, does she have to do it with advantage? With a rope helping?
I'm trying to think about that. Rules is written, right? Because it could either make I would say it would make the DC easier.
There you go. That's
Right.
fair.
I would say it'd be a lower difficulty.
Is there music for anybody?
I mean, there was. It just stopped though because it's
It
been
just
playing
Just
forever.
paused.
Yeah.
I can
There
still
it
hear
goes.
it.
Now it's back.
Yeah, it's picked back up. It's just kind of like did a lull and switch songs. Like a mountain goat, you shimmy up that rope with your little gnomey friend hanging on like a baby on a snuggie.
Oh.
Nah, it's just Karas.
At the end of the
Gotta get a
campaign,
little,
she's
like,
gonna have me
snuggie
in
for
a
a gnome.
papoose.
Look, I have leatherworker's tools. I'm just gonna make you like a with like a little seat
backpack.
that's right here.
Let's put it
Perfect.
inside.
No, I think we decided we were gonna let you ride Artie.
Who's riding Artie?
Yeah, just move yourselves up to the top, and once everybody's up, we'll continue on.
Oh.
Well, Carouse needs to roll. What are you doing? You got to roll some dice. Climb
I'm
this
trying
mountain.
to figure out this gosh darn this
Cheater.
music. What am I rolling?
Athletics or acrobatics, whatever
Athletics or
you want.
acrobatics.
Yeah.
Whichever you
I'm
want.
sorry.
Just do your best. I have a bucket if you get sick. Oh my god, look at us.
Don't need a
Carouse
bucket.
also shimmies on up like it's Carouse's job.
I am a shimmier.
All right, so hold on a second here.
Come on, music.
All right.
Roll for initiative.
So as you climb to the top, you see a broken and overgrown path winds to the edge of the cliff, marked by two marble statues veined with gold, each carved in the shape of a dragon with its mouth open in a silent roar.
How similar do these look to
Got
the moonstone relic that we have? Moonstone crystal.
I mean, Yeah, they look ish. You might investigate, perhaps, or something. There's an idea. Just kind of throwing it out there. Investigation. Cough.
Who has the highest investigation?
I have +3.
Mine is +4. But I feel
Then
like I
you-
used my good roll for the day.
Believe in yourself.
I'm
Just do it.
believing in myself. Come on.
Just
Oh
do
my
it.
god.
Believing in?
Believing in yourself works.
It does.
Who knew?
Who knew? So, as you spend several seconds kind of searching around the statues, you see that at the base of each statue, kind of obscured behind some dirt and rocks and tall grass, you find a small hexagonal indentation, about an inch across, and probably a couple inches deep.
Does it look about like the moonstone crystal would fit?
Like
It
a
looks
key?
approximately like it would fit into one of the indentions on
We
either
only have
statue.
one crystal, and there's 2 indentions, one on each hole.
Oh, great.
Assuming that Yuki wanted to tell you and not hoard all of this knowledge for herself.
Yes, true. Sorry.
I pass all this knowledge along. So it looks like we'll have to find another one somewhere.
I
I wonder if they breathe fire if you put the key in there. That'd be cool.
here,
I mean,
I hand the moonstone.
I'm
to
devilish. I'm
Yuki.
not dickish. You just rolled a really good investigation check. That'd be pretty crap to pull on you now.
You want to try it?
what are we trying?
Okay. Yuki,
The moonstone crystal and the
I feel like
Statues.
whatever you're gonna do is gonna make a lot of noise, and if that dragon didn't see us, then it definitely will now.
how about everyone step back and hide first, and then I'll do this and dart to safety right afterwards.
Somehow there's an invisible wall right here you can't get past. No, I'm just kidding. You can't.
I hand
you can
Yuki
move
the
back if you
moonstone
want,
crystal.
it's fine.
Are you guys gonna move or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
There
you
you
won't
go.
let-
I mean, it's kind of hard to hide me.
Spread out.
Your shoulders
I-
just,
Sniffs!
like, hanging out.
Why am I sniffing?
I
I don't know
I
why you
hide
type
behind a
that.
bush. Should we all roll stealth checks to see how hidden we are?
In the grass, yes, you would need to roll a stealth check if you actually want to hide. Garmy, you think you are the noblest of assassins right now. I'm
This
so stealthy.
bush. I am so hidden behind this bush.
You got
Shakes.
bright blue robes on and shit, like they can't see me.
And the bush has no leaves.
Are we all rolling this?
Just shits and giggles.
If you're trying to hide.
What
I just wanna
about
see
my
if
Mask
big
of the
ass can do
Wild
it.
Oh,
thingy
God.
being lightly obscured? Am I lightly obscured?
I am a tree.
Bray is sort of like Drax. Bray is standing there and she's like, I'm moving so slow, I'm impossible to see. Right?
Just standing there like this.
Exactly, just standing
Hey,
there
where'd
like,
you go?
Oh,
Why is it red? I got a natural 1?
yeah.
I am the
None of
stealth
us are
master,
hidden.
you think.
You know what? Forget it. Just get back over here. You guys are terrible.
You just tripped over your own feet and fell on your back, and I'm like, I fucking meant to do that.
Yuki just
I am one
shoved
with the grass.
crystal inside the spot. Yeah.
Ray is
Because-
still standing there.
The red is to say, you rolled a natural 1, which means no matter what your bonuses are, you did
You
not
failed.
succeed. I would say a natural 1, yet whatever you did was so not what you planned on that you're not even pretending that you're hidden right now. You're like, well, shit. You basically just lit yourself on fire. You're like, hold on.
So at this point, should I just yell?
I mean,
We're hidden.
We're over here.
you don't know. Your
Totally a
characters
tree,
don't know
dude.
that they aren't master assassins. They think that they just rolled for stealth and they may be hidden. Except Kraus. Kraus is like, man, I kind of boned that one up.
Can
You gonna
I
try
put
to
the
eat
crystal
yourself?
inside.
Can
the-
Artie fly over there and see if there's anything that they can see?
He sure could.
But
I'm not saying you can't. Do you
Oh.
want to?
do we want to do that?
Yeah, here, have a
Did anything
little
happen
tiny.
when Yuki
Oh,
put
now
the,
everybody's moving up. Now everybody's moving up. They're like, hold on.
I'm not.
Well,
I'm still a
it's-
tree.
I'm not
I
moving.
think I would
Here's
have
your little
to in order to
Yeah,
Did
get
anything
there.
happen?
Well, no,
Did
he
anything
can
happen when
fly
you
60.
see-
Yeah,
He
but
could
I
fly
was all the way
60.
back there. That's
Yeah, it'd be 60. It would take longer.
70.
Yeah, wherever you want to move to, it's fine. You're not in combat.
Oh, okay. I'll just.
So you receive back telepathic images of kobolds and sturges fighting.
Oh.
Oh, we've handled worse.
How do I feel?
It's co-
How does it make me feel?
That's up to
Concerned,
you.
in
There's-
danger, because he's a little tiny thing
They're
with 7
fighting
hit points.
themselves.
There
They're
are
fighting each
kobolds
other?
that appear to be fighting each other, yes.
That's
Which one are
weird.
Sturges are little bat things. They don't really care what they fight.
Oh, the Sturges are fighting the kobolds?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said the kobolds were fighting the kobolds.
No, the kobolds are fighting the sturges. And vice versa. I'm assuming it's aggressive on
Oh.
both sides.
I remember those things. Did anything happen when I put the crystal inside?
Did you tell me? I didn't hear it. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you
I
did?
said it
Wait for
twice.
Artie to come
Yeah.
back.
Well,
See, I'm a nice guy because those kobolds probably noticed, or the sturges noticed Arturax, and I chose to not suddenly initiate combat with only your pet on the other side of that giant ass gap. So,
Okay,
so nice.
I understand now.
Learning
Thank you.
experience.
Best GM ever.
So,
yeah, I
yeah,
did
so
put it in.
when you inserted the key, magical light kind of sparks out of the mouths of the dragon statues on both sides, and an iridescent magical energy extends down those columns and illuminates a bridge of some kind, potentially bathed in magical light, to the other side.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful. If we had more time, I'd study it.
It's
Yeah, you want to take 10 minutes and see what's up?
If y'all don't mind waiting, I can take 10 minutes and we can cast detect magic, and I can study this and maybe learn something from it. It's fascinating magic.
Is it gonna last
Can't
that
hold
long?
my arms like this forever.
You're a tree. Still?
Yeah.
Let me see where Brea went.
I mean, I'll tell you without having to tell you. It's obviously magic, right?
yeah.
So I don't want you to waste 10 minutes of time
No.
to be like, is that a magic bridge that just magically fucking
I
appeared in thin air?
assume that he starts staring at all the different runes and magical energies on it, trying to
Energy
understand it.
flows across the bridge, and how
Yeah.
it like sort of
Yeah.
does not look cool like a bridge in the Avengers, right? The Rainbow Bridge, but yes, you could tell like, and
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you want to test it for you walk on it just as a thought, or
Oh,
get to-
Garmin's not going to be the first to walk on it. He's just studying it.
Where's my little gnome Snuggy?
I just want to walk up to it and like tap my foot on the bridge and see if it goes through or not.
All right, I need you to roll a saving. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it feels sturdy. Kind of tap it, feels solid under your foot.
So Brea's just gonna right there at the beginning of it. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. I'm a tree.
And yeah, I'll be right there.
So we're all alive now? Still?
I'm waiting until somebody makes it all the way across before I step foot on the bridge.
I'll do it.
I'll go right behind you.
Not that far! Stop it!
And
Oh,
now we
fuck.
roll for initiative.
Dang
Okay.
it! I didn't want to go that far!
Well, it has to be the two of us.
So let's hold up, and we'll do some initiative rolls real quick here, because I got to set up your combat encounter.
Okay.
Everything's fine here. Nothing to see here.
Did Karast let us know that she saw fighting kobolds versus sturges?
Oh no, did she? I'll let you
Who's-
retcon that. Did you tell them?
Yeah.
Hey guys, by the way.
She's like, oops, slipped my mind. Forgot to tell you guys.
However, see, I just pick on Silent because, like, for Silent, I was like, oh, you want to steal the leg? All right, you rolled. Let's fucking go. For Potatosaurus, I'm like, did you tell them? Did you tell them?
Where's my retcon?
I
This is
didn't.
some
I
bullshit.
forgot. I'm really tired today.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Every time there's a character with a prosthetic, we're gonna have to ask Yuki if she wants to
You
steal
know
the
what? We're
prosthetic.
making that
Plan
a
on it.
thing. Let's go for it.
We're
I'm
totally
really
gonna do it.
hoping that at some
Yuki
point she
sees
gets
this
a new
as
leg
training.
and she just gives it to Yuki. She gives the old one to Yuki.
I'm gonna be more concerned if we keep coming across people that are missing limbs, just repetitively again
Ultimate
and
goal
again
is
and
to
again.
successfully steal 2 different prosthetics and then switch them and see if the people notice.
Hopefully from the same limb, because that's gonna be weird. Like, why is there a
That's
hand?
what I was thinking.
on
Why
his
do I
Left
leg?
suddenly
leg
have
and
2
arm.
left legs?
What?
I want that to happen so bad.
What the hell are these things?
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
I made guacamole today.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mm.
We don't have any chips.
Get
So
a
Rex is
spoon.
gonna
It's gonna be fun.
Rex is gonna bring me some jalapeno chips to eat it with.
Do you
I
have
will
tortillas?
No.
I
You
will
said
share
that
the
like the
honest
most
opinion.
devastated
I
voice.
don't like guacamole.
Oh. Mm.
You know, it took getting used to for me. I didn't like it at first either, but I kind of grew into it.
I love it.
What I found was that I didn't like not good guac. And the first
Mhm.
guac I ever really had was not good guac. And then when I actually had good guac, I was like, this is pretty good. This is pretty tasty.
Maybe
However,
I've never had good guac.
I make the chunky guac with feta. So good.
Shit, now I want some nachos. Ugh.
Feta.
hang on, this is just taking a moment
you.
because there's a lot of shenanigans. I mean, it's totally fine.
Pips whip the next guy who says shenanigans.
Question: how tall are these little pillars that are sticking up with little star symbols on them?
Probably 10 feet.
Good enough. Something to hide behind.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm standing
I'd say
right
they-
there.
I'd
I'm
say
still a
they
tree.
would- They would probably at least give you partial cover.
As long as they're not looking. Or I could just hide behind Brea.
Don't worry, I'm still setting up the combat.
Are you
How
kidding
wide
me?
is Brea? We can make this happen.
You know,
I
I
can-
gotta name things to keep track of this stuff because there's like, I mean, because nothing screams dungeon like Sturge H, Sturge G. Like, no big deal.
Give them each names. Sturge Ben.
I know, right?
Sturge
Name them
Susanna.
after
Squeaky
celebrities.
Squawk. That one name is Blurter Blurt.
Or we can name them after people in the community. Sturge.
Form. Sturge
Oh,
Form.
yeah.
J.
Form, J
Sturge
Maca,
Nightpop.
Biomech V.
Sturge Steven.
All right, give me a second here.
Sturge Nightbot will undoubtedly kill Sturge Steven quickly.
Uh-huh. Rip. Rip Steven.
Drag on to the.
Oh my god, they're so tiny.
What are those? Are those people?
I think those are the kobolds.
Those kobolds? I thought
Those are
kobolds had pictures. Okay.
That's just the way this one worked out when I imported it.
We're gonna be dead soon, so it doesn't matter.
The kobolds could be friendly.
That's what I was
Oh,
We
thinking.
just came from a friendly kobold settlement. They could be good kobolds.
That's what I was
I mean,
You
thinking.
could
especially
rescue
if
them.
we help, if we kill the
I
Sturges
just
first,
lost
they
my
might just be
persuasion
thankful.
check.
That's what I was
so-
thinking too.
Hang on, if it makes you feel any better, I gotta click all these bastards and add them to the combat tracker. So I mean,
How many are there?
there's a lot.
I don't want to go first this time. I was a pincushion last time,
I'm in there. Don't worry about it.
but I'm going first.
Okay. Oh wait.
Okay.
Let me
See
read off
what
my
the
notes.
initiative gives us.
May the dice forever be in your favor. Did I add that one already? Okay, I did. Okay.
Oh, Brer, you won't be first, but I'm guessing they will be.
Yikes! These rolls.
They have a lot of advantage with the number of dice rolls.
I have to
It's true.
scroll. Oh my god.
Dear God.
Artwax has. It says I should roll for initiative. Just.
Yeah, he's on the map, right? With you? Should be able to drag him around to wherever
It
you
goes,
Yeah, but I
if
thought it
it's
was-
Beastmaster, it goes
So
on
many hits
her
first.
initiative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I can. Hang on, I think there's a way
It's not
to.
two separate.
Hang on. Your initiative.
I could
is...
just take it. Well,
You know what yours? Tell me what yours is. Yours is 7?
7.19.
7.19. Yeah.
Boom. Problem solved.
Wow. But just so I know correctly, I don't get 2 turns. It's one
One
turn,
turn.
and I get to decide who, if Artrax goes or if I go, right?
I think you can move him without any requirement of yours. You can tell him to move. You can use your action to tell it what to do, to take an attack or something else. If you don't do anything, it does the dodge.
Yeah, so let's go take a look at your archetype. Right, so
Archetype.
go. So it takes turn on their initiative. On your turn, you can verbally command it to attack. You can use your action. You can use your action to verbally command it to attack, dash, disengage, or help. If you don't issue a command, it will automatically take dodge if it's attacked. When you have the extra attack feature, which you don't right now, you can
Mhm.
make one to attack yourself when you command the beast. So right now, you hit the only way for you to tell Ardarax what to do is to give up your turn to do it.
Yeah.
Well, to give up your
perfect.
action.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
And then, but just keep in mind, right? Add your proficiency bonus to the beast's armor class, attack rolls, and damage rolls, as well as to saving throws and skills it is proficient in. And Archerax is proficient in perception and stealth, so your mileage might vary. All right.
Did you just say my mileage might vary?
Yeah. just a little humor. All right, just a little humor. It depends. Okay. Man, I gotta zoom out. Like, man, so many windows open over here. All right, so
We're gonna take so many hits first.
now give me one
Well,
second.
no, they're gonna kill those kobolds first.
But
more
they're
than
not
likely.
attacking us. Who are they still
Oh right,
attacking
they're fighting
each other?
I forgot.
Yeah. Those kobolds might not survive for us to help them.
All right, so the Sturgy boy. It's gonna take me a second to roll this, so hold on a second. Don't worry, Sturges don't really talk. Everybody's confused, like, wait a second, what did that just say? All right.
What is this thing in the middle right here?
It's an observatory.
It's like some weird artifact, some kind, maybe magical in nature or something. Just a prop. Think of it as a prop for now.
Okay.
All right, so we gotta do some rolls here. He's gonna fly over here, and he is going to attack.
Whoa! Oh god. Okay.
They aren't gonna go after the kobolds first. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Kobolds might actually live, but we might die.
You can't attack me. I'm a tree.
Can't see me.
Can we tell if
However-
the kobolds are aggroed at us at all?
We don't. We have no
They're
idea.
kind of busy fighting right now. All right, so you were hit by this little Sturgy.
Dirty.
You were hit for 4 hit points. Oh no.
Oh no.
10% of your damage. But now it is attached to you, right? It is latched on. It is like attacking your neck. Its little teeth chomped in.
Ugh.
And next time, just as a reminder, they do sort of vampire blood from you on their next turn.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember.
Oh no, I closed the combat tracker. What a fool I am.
Come on, just bring them all over here.
So how does it work if I want to like shoot? If I want to shoot the one with an arrow that's attached to Brea, how does that work?
Yes.
Do I have to
Please
ask her
don't
to like
Very,
very
turn
carefully.
around?
Very
Is that possible?
I would say
So
it's
probably not.
possible, but like you're gonna be shooting into cover from where you're at, so which is her body.
Okay, so don't do that. Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna say that you're gonna hit her and injure her, but it's gonna be more difficult to hit just because she's gonna the creature's gonna have some type of cover, either partial or full.
Yeah.
In fact, depending on where it bit her, which I'm gonna say is probably up here somewhere, right?
Good thing I put my shirt back on.
Trees don't wear shirts, Brea.
Good thing I put my Bart back on.
Right, so let me fix this. So okay, that one didn't do anything. That one didn't do anything. All right. Now this you're watching this fight from afar. So
A wild Brea is being eaten.
un segundo.
Wait, what's happening right now?
They're fighting
Both
each
are
other
fighting.
because of the turn order. I have to fight their fight,
Oh.
right?
Sometimes being a DM is just a lot of playing with yourself.
He ain't wrong, okay? He ain't wrong. Because I have to decide what they're doing, and then I have to roll to see if they successfully disengage or if there's an attack of opportunity, right? And plus, I have this thing that keeps trying to get on my lap, which is also distracting me. Get that out of here. You're a classy lady. Hide that. All right, so this Sturge is going to attack you also, Brea, because you're like happen to be the closest one there.
Always.
It also
Pinkfishing.
hits you and latches on for 7 points of damage this round.
Jesus.
Somebody do something.
Well, the turn order is fickle.
Dang, I'm like way back there.
7 points. Wow.
Hang on, I gotta measure this. Well, that's 11 so far, so she has like 30 something left.
30. Yeah. I need more hit points.
So they're basically swarming. Oh crap.
That one misses. And now it is Brea's turn.
Woo!
Thank
Alright.
you.
Finally, sweet lord. All right,
So how did I do it
you just
last
attacked it.
time? Yeah, I'm gonna.
You're like shaven with Girthquake.
I get like the first one.
Yep, go for it. Girthquake yourself. That's gonna be funny. She's like hitting herself with the haft of her axe.
Oof.
You hit.
I think that hits.
Did you rage?
I did not.
Not yet.
Is it too late to rage?
She didn't
Doesn't
call before
need
turn
to.
started.
She only has how many rages do you have at your level? 2?
Two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muerte.
Saved one for the dragon.
You basically just smashed it with the the haft of your axe and smashed it and falls to the ground dead, blood leaking from the wound in your collarbone area. All right, Garmy. Let's drop some fireballs in there. Let's see what's up.
So, how many Sturges do I have line of sight on?
I mean, you definitely see this one. This one would have partial cover. This one, from where you're at, you'd probably hit clear.
We have 3.
Blocked, 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 most likely, because if we do a little like line, there's like a wall in the way. Well, you might have to clear line of sight on that one, but not this one.
So the two
you
on,
can
do
see
I
this
have the
one?
2 on Brea and
Yep.
one other one? Do I
And
have
this one
line
over
of sight
here.
of 3?
What if he crawls on top of my head? Can you see over the wall then? I feel
You
like
want
it's
him to
on-
climb on your back?
I feel like
That's
it's
like
on my
10 feet
shoulders.
tall, so probably not.
Okay.
The parapet's a little bit high, right? Because the structure's sort of crumbled, some of it into the water, but generally, no, it's going to be a bit high for.
So I can definitely see the 2 on Brea though, right?
Yes.
And I can see at least one of the other ones.
Yes, you can see this one.
Can the
but not
kobold
this
see
one.
me?
I mean, that's 10 feet, so no, probably not. Yeah, maybe partially. See Brea, but
Okay,
this thing's kind of tallish, right? So
I'm gonna assume they can't see me, and I'm gonna cast magic missile, and I'm gonna the 2 on Brea and one other one.
okay, so one on each. Okay, so you're gonna roll each individually, I'm assuming, right?
Yep.
Each shard.
So 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3.
Ooh.
Whichever one is the I pick whatever other one I can see at random.
Hang on, I gotta figure out which one this is because it's not highlighting properly for me. Oh, down here. Nope. Here, this one. Here we go. Yeah, guess the right one. I guess you could have saw that one too.
Fine.
Kind of would have been. Probably could have seen. Pretty close. All right. And now it is
That's it.
Carouse/Arterax.
Okay. I don't know what to do.
At least it wasn't I throw up in the bucket that Silent brought along. Because you could see that one, I'd say, but it's gonna get an AC bump because Bray is in the way. That one, I mean, with the column right next to there, you probably can't see this one. That one's gonna be blocked for your vision. That one's gonna be blocked for your vision.
So I'll just move forward then to 35. Or wait, I'm here. Did I move forward a little bit? No. So 35 feet is here. So I'll just move to there. And Lil Artie's gonna come with me. That's how I do that, right? And then I'm gonna just take my bow out. My silent shadow. And aim at this guy here.
Okay.
Nice.
I mean, I'd say you hit. I'd say, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Not too shabby.
It is dead.
Sweet.
pinned to the weird wreckage of whatever weird observatory mechanism that is in the middle of the rotunda. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Is the Sturge pleased to fight you? She's like, son of a bitch. It hits you. It latches on.
Ow. Ooh.
It hits you for 6 hit points. Now it is Yuki's turn. The
Okay.
Whispering Death. I mean, maybe. We don't know. It's up in the air.
Since it's like right here, I'm just gonna attack the one that's attached to Karas.
Hit Yuki.
Are you throwing a daggy, or if you're
Oh,
attacking, you'll probably have to move to the other side of it. You can move through people.
Oh, you mean like, oops,
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
looking.
because you're too far away to do a melee attack, so you need to move and then attack.
Yoink, right there.
Can't pass through
That'll
that way
work.
though, but you could still get there. You'd have to go through because you can't pass through the enemy square, right? So
Whoa,
he went
wait.
around through Brea, kind of like get
Yeah.
in my way,
Retreat.
make a hole.
Okay, I made it there somehow, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just sliced it clean off her body. Just
Oh, thank God that thing was vile.
almost nicked your leather armor. You would be annoyed.
Yes,
If
I
you
would
did.
be.
Yuki, how dare you?
Brea just looks at her with like blood dripping out of her neck. Like, I know.
All right. Bad news for that kobold. I mean, wait, what?
No!
Guys, did you hear the kobold
Oh.
scream its death gurgle where it's cut off as it succumbs to its wounds?
Oh gosh. Hopefully we make it to the other one in time.
Would you mind? I know you're doing 10 things. Just saying like who you're playing as and what your
I'm currently
goal
a
is.
kobold fighting a sturge,
Okay. Cool.
and I have successfully defeated a sturge
Okay.
right here. You
So
would
I
not
was-
see this though because there is a giant object in your way.
Okay.
Right. But however, yes. So, and now it is Brea's turn.
Yeah, I can move there, right?
You can move 30 or dash for more, but if you dash, you don't get an action.
Yeah. I mean, there's not really anything I can do to get over it. Well, I could move there and throw my Javelin, right?
Leroy.
Can I-
Leroy.
Bring a javelin to a sturge fight. Yeah, you can move.
Impaling a
there.
tiny
Yeah.
bat with a kind of massive javelin.
And we can just eat it off of it later.
All right.
I know, right? Just put the javelin over the fire to cook the sturge. Tastes
Oh.
like
Yeah.
bat.
Okay, Ozzy.
Have some more.
See if I can do it. Does that hit?
And thankfully, you
we-
don't hit the kobold sitting next to. Oh, what in the world? Is that
I
your
guess we
chips, your jalapeno
we
chippies?
did have tortillas.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Oh my gosh.
Little homemade tortilla chips. Me gusta mucho.
God, I'm so lucky.
All right,
Um,
Garmy, it's your turn. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna take 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet of movement. That's my full movement.
Little stuffy
and-
gnome legs.
and I can't see this thing. I assume it's behind something. So I'm gonna take another 25 feet. I'm gonna dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and
Look at
come fully into the
Army
room, and that's my turn.
The attack gnome.
going deep into battle.
I know, right? Like, this is so new. Garmy's getting all brave.
He doesn't see anything. He was more walking ahead, and then there's nothing in there. Let's get off this bridge.
Okay. Kraus is gonna move. I think it was here.
Okay.
It was one farther. So that I can see this Sturge. I'm gonna attack this guy.
Okay.
With my silent shadow. Little man's gonna follow me too.
You hit.
Hey.
We're just gonna mark that as dead because as I scroll, he must be a dupe of one of the other ones, but he's dead.
Okay.
While the Sturges are dead, hang on. Let me clean up my page here real quick since I got like 75 friggin' Sturges cluttering up my view right now.
Now, is that last guy nice? That's the question.
Yeah.
That depends on what you choose to do next on your next turn.
It is up to you, Yuki.
Remember, actions don't only have to be combat. So you can try to talk to the enemy while you fight them as an action. Right?
I'm gonna talk to him with a dagger. No, I'm kidding.
Fuck. And you notice these are winged kobolds also, right? So they weren't flying, they were too busy fighting the Sturges, but they also have wings. In case I didn't make that clear earlier.
Were there other kobolds at the settlement that had wings?
How far is this? 30, 35.
You
Or
would
is that-
probably remember Mika having wings, the injured one.
Okay, that's right.
Who
That's
got
right.
who got
that's right.
injured that day, right? When she was out.
When you mean they have wings, can they fly? Or are they like chickens?
They can fly.
Okay.
They don't fly fast. They fly the same speed as they walk.
Are we waiting on me? Or are you all done?
It's your turn, yeah.
Okay.
Cross
I'm
took
gonna-
her action and attacked.
I'm gonna use my dash bonus action just to head. This is about like 40 feet if I run like around this thing or so. And then I'm gonna just run up beside the cobalt over here, and then I'm gonna try to talk to him. I don't know if I need to roll a check for that, just to tell him.
Can you dash as a normal non-action? Is it
It's
part
a-
of
it's
your
Bonus action as a
Bonus
rogue,
action?
yeah.
With the thief, yeah. Or not
Yeah.
thief, rogue. Yeah.
Okay, so
And then, do I need to roll a check just to like talk to him, tell him that we mean no harm? We want to see if he's okay.
you
what kind
would
of check
need to
is that?
roll some type of persuasion or intimidation.
But my charisma is so bad, dude. Okay, this is gonna fail terribly.
What about a
I'm not
coin?
the
You could
best
give him
talker.
a coin.
I mean, you could, yeah. I mean, you gotta get some type of action, right? Something that you want to do: persuade, intimidate, throw money. Apparently, like take it.
Would just dropping my weapons, would that do anything? Like just to show him that we're like,
I mean, I think you would still need to use you would still have to do a check. You could put your
Alright.
weapon away, but you're still gonna have to roll a check if you're gonna
Well,
try
I'm
to
gonna
communicate. You
keep it
could,
up.
you could take like a dodge action, right? So in case it does attack you, right, you have a dodge action.
Wait, I
But
can
it would have
dodge and talk?
disadvantage to attack you.
What was that?
Wait, I thought the talking was the action though. I can talk and dodge.
Or like if
Or.
you choose not to talk because you're afraid of your charisma, you
Okay,
you could
okay, I
choose
see
to
what you mean.
dodge and stand there and be like, oh please. We're gonna play it a little loosey goosey here, but yes,
Okay,
you can
then.
do either or.
I'm gonna do that instead then. What Yuki's gonna do, since she's ran up beside him, she's gonna just show him like the palms of her hands to say, we mean no harm. But I'm gonna take the dodge action, just in case he is hostile.
Okay.
And we'll see what he decides to do.
What the fuck? Oh my god. All these damn sturges getting in my way. Okay. So the kobold looks at you. He sees that your hands, you've raised your hands, right? We're gonna go ahead and end the combat because he don't want to fight you unless you want to fight him, right? So he stands there and then turns his back on you, and falls to the kind of on her little kobold knees, and you can sort of hear like a choking sobbing as it reaches out to grab the one that died next to it.
Aw.
Do they have a time that we could use a health potion and revive them, or they're
Oh no,
dead?
they're just dead. Unless you happen to have some type of clerical spell to revivify, muerte.
Prestidigitation to make the other one think he's alive? No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I'm not a
magic.
necromancer.
I mean, I won't say no to it, but
I'm just kidding.
Telekinesis weekend at Bernie's them.
So, what do you guys want to do? So, this kobold turns back to you, fall into its knees. Its armor bloody from the fight. There's corpses of little sturges everywhere, and it's cradling the body of its companion.
Can I just walk up to it and put my hand on its shoulder? Like I'm kind of there for it?
And it turns and looks at your hand, and then it just continues to hug the body closer in its lap.
I think,
Aw.
I want to offer for him to go back to the boat where we came from and tell him that when we're done, I'll bring the body with us.
So the kobold kind of gently puts the body back to the ground, tenderly, and turns and waves with its hands no, and then asks you a question and says, are you from Dragon's Rest? That's the cloister, right, where Runar and all of them are from.
Renara sent us to find Adron.
So Mech kind of looks at you, introduces himself as Mech, looks at you and says, I don't recognize that name. And then looks down at his companion. He doesn't recognize the name Adron.
She said,
I mean, it's a kobold,
Renara
man.
said,
It ain't a Mensa kobold. It's just a kobold, right?
Renara
They're not
said
super
that,
intelligent.
Renara said that Adron was a young man, very young man who ran off here. I don't want to tell him that it was a dragon because they don't know that even she was a dragon. So I assume he was in human form when he was in the village.
Yeah.
Correct? Or was in the settlement?
He was either in a human form or he just wasn't visible to everybody else. He would just visit, right, when other people weren't around. But I mean, it would be noisy. You would notice a dragon. You guys hear that?
And since they don't know that she's a dragon, I would assume.
Right, they don't know that Runar is a dragon either, right?
I'd like
Renara
to.
said he was a brash young man, and we wanted us to go look out for him. Said he might be out here.
I'd like to ask if they're okay from the fight, if they have any wounds, and then follow up with how did they get out here? Why are they out here?
And it looks at you, and Mech looks at you and says, "I'm okay. I am a little hurt. I'm more hurt by the death of my brother."
Oh.
And then looks down at their dead companion, and its little wings kind of tremble, right, as it looks at its fallen brother. And you do see some wounds, right? And this does look like a kobold that's suffered some physical damage, and to be quite honest with you, brutally meta, it's almost dead.
I mean, we have health potions. Can I
I
use...
don't know.
I have cure wounds.
Not gonna waste a spell or a potion on a kobold.
Well, he said almost dead.
Mostly
Wow.
dead. To believe, which
Why don't we
we
just
all know
chuck him over
means
the
to
side
lie.
of the tower?
Oh, we'll rest with him and keep him safe while he rests, and he can
And
use
you
his
can
hit
see
die
that
on a short rest.
you're standing around these, like, it's a fragment of a statue, right? And that sculpture looks like it's some type of astronomical model, right? But it's like large size and it's up on a platform, which is why you couldn't see what was happening behind it. So, Mech falls back to his knees and cradles his dead brother in his arms. And his little wings, like I said, quiver as he silently kind of sobs to himself. I don't know how kobolds cry, but I'm assuming it's sort of like human-like. But it's raspy breath. You can hear it just like shudder. And you can see the blood kind of
You worry that
leaking beneath its across its skin.
do we worry that the nearby blue thing might hear him crying? Anybody concerned about that?
No, not with the fight that just happened.
Fair. I'm gonna take 10 minutes and ritually cast detect magic if while they're dealing with the kobold. If I can manage. And then I'm
Would
gonna
it
study
take
this.
like more than 10 minutes for me to go ahead and help him take the body somewhere safe? Because, like, I don't want him to survive only to get eaten by a dragon. That would suck.
We kind of need you, Brea. Can't just leave us.
Yes, please split the party.
Field trip?
Is there anything else on this platform that is of importance?
Just rubble. But I mean, Mech is still able to talk to you. Just haven't maybe asked the right questions of Mech.
I want to, but my persuasion is so bad. Yeah.
You don't need to have a good
Do we
persuasion.
know why they're
Obviously,
here?
he
Can I ask
has
him if
some.
he just wants to come with us?
He tells you no, he does not want to come with you at all.
Did he say why
Oh.
they're here?
Did not. You didn't ask.
I did.
Did you?
Corrupted us.
Yeah, I
He
said
is.
I want
He
to.
is here. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you say that. I apologize.
That's
Thanks
okay.
back
I
up.
technically asked two questions at once. I asked how, ask if they're okay wound-wise, and then follow it up with, why are they here? How'd they get out here?
Says he looks at you. Mech looks at you, and he says, "Was out exploring the island with my brother and my sister when we got attacked by sturges several days ago. And my sister, I left her for dead. My brother and I fled here, and we were saved by Sparkrender. And we've given our oaths to Sparkrender, who makes this their home. And I'm not gonna leave. I've given my word to Sparkrender. And I would love to introduce you to Sparkrender."
Can I ask how they got across? How did they get here specifically?
Sparkrender carried me. And my brother.
Oh, the dragon is Sparkrender.
Yeah.
So that means that they don't have one of the dragon sigil piece things, I would assume.
I mean, that I would make you roll for persuasion to find out. Or intimidation, whichever.
I think I was just thinking out loud, not necessarily.
Okay, I mean,
Ask him
could
if he
ask.
recognizes it.
Ours is still plugged in, I assume,
Yeah.
keeping the
It
bridge
would have to
active.
be, yeah.
And wouldn't we need another one to cross that other bridge over there?
If that's the direction we choose to go. That's one of the like 3 reasons I decided to cast detect magic.
So how long have
Yeah,
they been
so-
here? How long has Mac? What is it, Mac?
Mech.
Mech?
MEK.
How long has Mac
Sorry,
been
Arrow
here?
Bridge. Several days. Like as he said, he and his brother and their sister were out in the forest, and they were attacked by sturges, and he and his brother fled because their sister fell and they assumed that she was dead, and so they fled. Sparkrender rescued them in the forest, and then carried them here, and they swore loyalty to Sparkrender.
There's no way she might be alive in the forest somewhere, right?
Now I'm gonna
Who's your
intuit in
sister?
case it wasn't clear. It's not Mika, it's Mila. Is a winged kobold that
Uh-huh.
was injured that you just bought daggers
Oh!
from.
Oh,
Yeah.
Your sister's
Ask his sister's
alive!
Ask his sister's name.
What's your sister's name? Okay, thank you. Good grief.
So when he hears that his sister is alive, he becomes very friendly.
Oh, it is the same person. Okay.
This is still Mech, yes. Because Mila didn't mention that she had any brothers, right? She said she got hurt in the fight with the Sturges.
Yeah.
But her siblings, for whatever I just dropped wherever it fell, when they were out in the forest and she got attacked, they thought she was dead. So they fled and left her not knowing that she was still alive. Because they're kobolds, they ain't exactly known for their bravery.
Did she say how she
Right.
got back?
No.
She fled. She just said she fled, I think.
Wasn't it like a 2-hour journey? Good grief. It's a strong
Like-
kobold.
Sturge bites all over her back and wings. So she couldn't fly, so she had to move on foot, right? So she had to go 30 feet every 6 seconds versus fly 30 feet every 6 seconds.
Real interested in meeting this one.
I'm just reading something. Hold on a second. Okay. So, but Mech says no. My brother and I swore an oath to stay here, and serve Sparkrender. Sparkrender's powerful, and Sparkrender's gonna make us dragons. We're not going with you. Remember, kobolds think, many of them think that because they look lizard-like, that they can be dragons somehow. Right? So they have sworn their oath to Sparkrender.
So when do you know where Sparkrender stays?
Here. This is where he lives.
Love a tree.
Where?
does our party know that kobolds can't actually become dragons? Like, did we?
Do they know this?
Yeah, did we like establish that sometime?
This
before?
kobold's brother just died. We are not about to tell them that.
I'm not gonna tell him that. I'm trying to see what Yuki knows so I can act off of that.
I would say that at this point you would be able to probably guess that there's a 1-to-1. Mech just told you, like, Sparkrender is powerful. He's gonna make us powerful too. My brother died for that, and I'm not gonna give away that sacrifice. I my little kobold voice like that. I'm Matt Mercer, yo. So, and if you could, while we're so you cast detect magic. So I'm gonna have to do
Yes.
something to you here. So give me a second.
Do something to him?
No, I need to like not show you everything for a second,
Okay.
but can't really hide that. So you should still see, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can make sure I don't click.
Can we ask if
So that's the range that I can see right now. But I'll be moving around because it lasts for 10 minutes.
can we ask if blue sparkly dude's gonna be mad that we're here? I don't remember their name.
Who? What? The blue sparkly dudes? What?
Sparkrender.
Sparkrender.
Are they gonna be mad that we're here?
I mean, it depends. Maybe. I mean, it's a blue dragon. It's generally evil. So probably doesn't want its home disturbed.
Once I'm done casting detect magic, and I'm assuming that's at this point, and I'm looking around at things, and I'm starting to walk around the room. Well, If you said you could introduce us, do we have to go up to him, or can you bring him to us? And I'm just gonna keep looking around at things.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I need to read this real quick.
Yep.
Brea, you did a real good job being a tree.
Thanks.
Some validation for you.
I'm glad it worked.
How far does your detect magic go? 30 feet?
It's 30 feet.
Yeah, you don't detect anything within 30 feet.
Even
After your
after
intimidator
walking around the entire perimeter of the room.
Yes, you notice that something magically feels like it's over here somewhere inside of this large tower to the northeast.
Very cool. And other than the poles that are obviously magic.
Correct. Not the poles that make the bridge. So Mech
Do
does
these
tell you.
other
Am I
poles
magical?
also do magic? Seem magical.
You still have a hint of magic aura, yes.
And these other poles aren't magical that I'm detecting.
No, they are. You detect
Oh,
those
they
as
are
well.
too.
And Mech kind of puzzles past you and looks past the sculpture in the middle. If you're welcome to roll an Arcana check, Garmy, if you would so choose, because I know you want to roll Arcana, and you're like, fuck yeah, let me roll Arcana, baby. Please roll an Arcana check. All right.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah. So, as you look at this, you recognize this as an astronomical model for what appears to be, based on your knowledge of like the heavens, which apparently knows no bounds, that it's obviously Teril, right? And we have the world, and then you see Saloon, right? The moon. But then you notice it also shows like what appears to be a comet. And then based on your knowledge of history and all of your 157 years when you weren't a little gnome baby studying, this is probably pretty accurate. That comet's probably pretty close to where it's supposed to be on that model, which is very, very close to the planet.
You can have it.
Well, I have no knowledge of what this comet is, though.
No, but you can tell
Unknowingly?
that based on this knowledge, you have, there should be a comet approaching the planet, and this sense seems to reproduce that thought in your mind.
I didn't know about that comet, but it's there. Interesting.
I remember that from my history and studying when I was a young lad, that there was a comet that should be passing by us this year. I didn't realize it'd be now. Sounds remarkably like my kobold voice. I ain't going anywhere with you, tall, scary lady. Don't you touch my brother.
I want to point out that to everyone else, that there is obviously another rainbow magical bridge here, and that there is magic across this bridge over here.
Did we ask Mech about that yet? The other stone?
No, we did not.
No.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna ask him if he knows of any other stone that might activate that bridge, like the one that we placed over there.
Since you haven't tried to like steal any limbs from him, I'm not going to make you roll anything for this. His demeanor is somewhat friendly, though sad over the death of his brother, mixed with the joy of knowing his sister's still alive that he left for dead. Because man, I'd feel pretty ashamed.
Like, right.
He kind of puzzles past you and says, "You have the key? I see that you came across the other bridge. If you want, I can help you use the key if you want to go to the other tower, to the southwest."
He can
Yes.
help us use it? Yes, well, yeah, sure.
I mean, I'm going to let you into it this one. If you remove the key, the bridge goes away, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have to leave somebody behind.
Can our
They'd have
tracks
to
go?
like yeet the key to you, right? You know what I
Question.
mean?
Can our tracks go flying over and get it
Or
and bring it back?
that.
I'm just trying to think of, can a pseudo dragon take an order to go grab a key? I
wouldn't see why not.
see why not. Yeah, I mean, sure.
I was gonna say, can I just like attach a rope to it and then just like pull
That's
it back
also
to the
another
other side?
option.
Yeah,
Can we make sure there's a lock on, another keyhole on this side so we can leave?
When we're leaving,
Easily.
we'll just jump in the water. swim to our boat.
Gnomes are known for their cliff diving. Like, it's known throughout gnome cultures everywhere. 30 feet into the ocean.
It might be time to yeet Garmy.
So yes, Taylor, you could
Drop
use
myself
Arthur to
into
get
the
the
water.
key, and it might take him a minute or so to grab it, pull it out, because he's his little dragon teeth, and then fly it back to you. If that's what you want to do.
You said there is a keyhole over here.
Yeah, because you've already know to look for one, so it's not like it's going to be hidden from you. Like, so yeah, there are keyholes on
Okay.
those columns as well.
And we're pretty sure the dragon is up here in the top tower, right? In this one,
There's something up there.
up here.
Uh-huh.
Yes, well, I mean, that's where you sensed magic from.
Yeah. I want to see what's down here.
Here's a question. Because I don't know it. Are dragons, when you use detect magic, would you detect a dragon because it's magical?
Probably not.
Probably
so
not.
why are we thinking the dragon's up there?
I thought that's where we saw him
That's
fly
where he
to.
landed.
Yeah, he landed over here.
Oh,
He landed on
okay.
the furthest. He landed on the furthest tower from land, which would be
Okay.
over here.
Got it.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do now?
I want to see if we
Cross
can't
this
get the
bridge?
key to get us over here, across this bridge.
Now,
Yeah,
and he
that's over
asks
there.
you. He says, as you walk over there, you notice that there are 5 chunks of rubble that have been kind of set up in a vaguely crude draconic form, right? Those stones and everything, kind of, and they've been painted different colors.
Where are those at? Over here
Yeah, just down here.
or down
Right.
there? Okay.
What's our goal right now?
What is your goal?
Army's
Yeah.
goal is to explore and see if he can't find shit.
To find
I don't
Aderon, who was
really
last
feel like-
disappeared over here somewhere?
I don't really feel like we should be exploring an supposedly angry dragon's area too much if we already know he doesn't really want us to be here. But I don't know if we can just go talk to him.
Hey, Taylor, could you roll a perception check for me? We've been long enough.
Yuki is also the type who just likes exploring and just looking for shit. Like she loves just searching.
Army sees that there's magic shit around here, and he wants to explore every freaking inch of this place. Because that
You
means-
thought you heard something out of the
No.
ordinary coming from the northeast, but you couldn't tell if you heard like a low, like rumbling sound, or if it was just really the crash of the ocean waves. Can't tell. Can't posit. You thought you heard something, but maybe it was just the waves.
Mech, about the little statue that you said that was made out of the rocks. Ask him if they did it.
He's like, yes, my brother and I were helping prepare this for Spark Render. And if you want to investigate, I might tell you more, depending on your investigation roll.
I'm really
Skater.
not feeling
I'm really
like we
dumb.
should touch
You
anything.
have fries for all of us,
I want those.
motherfucker.
Oh, yuck.
Yes, I'll share, but you have to come get them.
Okay, I'll start
So-
driving. You're about 4 or 5
So
hours.
Yuki can read scratched into the little effigies of dragons. You can tell that there's a bronze colored colored paint. There's like gold colored paint on one of them. There's blue paint on another, red on another, and brass colored sort of markings on these 5 effigies of stone. And you can read the names for the bronze colored effigy. It's Astalagan. Astalagan. Ooh, that's a
Asta.
mouthful. Astalagan. Asta, Astalagan.
So I'm just gonna
Astalagan. Yeah, that's why I did like look at that one. Clissiver and Delamere is the blue, Sharuth is the red, and Turadare is the brass. And if you remember from last week's session, Runara mentioned that many years and centuries ago, Sharuth was a red dragon that died on the island, or they entombed it somewhere within.
Okay, can you say that one more? The names and the colors.
Here,
We'll
I
just
will.
write it
One
down
more
for
time?
us.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get this into chat. There you go. Boom.
Yay!
The winged kobold tells you. Actually, you read them, but whatever. I had the kobold. I had the dead kobold selected. Mech and Min are the two brothers. Min is the name of the dead one, and Min just spoke from beyond the grave.
His last name is
Stalagan! Clissaver! Those are the names and the colors, right? So the bronze colored effigy is the Stalagan, the gold is Clissaver, the blue is Endelnamir, the red is Sharuth, and the brass one is Turadare.
Thank you.
And Mech says, yes, we were preparing those for Sparkrender. I can help you meet him if you want to meet him.
Did he tell you why you're making this?
He mentioned that there's a comet, something in the sky coming. Then he's gonna use it to become powerful and make Mech and kind of cringes a bit and Min strong.
I'm very suspicious. I mean, not suspicious.
I don't understand the last thing.
I don't trust Sparkrender.
What does the comet have to do with the dragons?
Comets
That's
tend
something to
be
do with whatever ritual they're gonna be
omens
casting.
or portents
ritual?
or help magic happen. Like, so there's a comet that's gonna
It's a
pass very
shrine
close
to
by.
Dead dragons. A shrine to dead dragons that have died here, and it's going to be used in some type of ritual magic by Sparkrender.
No.
This feels
Dark.
bad.
Yeah,
Dark magic for sure. Taking magic from the death of others.
What did Renara want us to do here? Just come and investigate,
We
or
were looking for Adron.
Adron disappeared in this area when he
Adron,
stomped
okay.
off.
But we don't
Maybe.
know if.
Oh no.
Maybe we should go back and tell her.
I'm wondering if
Sparker.
Adron wasn't actually a bronze dragon.
And you think he's dead?
I think Adron is Sparkringer.
Wait, I thought Sparkling was blue.
Yeah.
Sparkrender is blue.
I would know that both blue and bronze dragons are lightning breath, right?
Yeah, I
have that
think
in
you would know
common.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would know that.
If a
I'm
blue
not gonna make
dragon
you
was
run
going
a-
to
I'm not gonna make you run a-
impersonate- If a blue dragon was going to impersonate a chromatic, they would impersonate a bronze. They both would breathe lightning.
However, you would also know that chromatic dragons and metallic dragons don't like each other.
Right.
But yeah. Sorry, I meant metallic. If a chromatic was going to impersonate a metallic, they would impersonate.
Okay, so we have a bunch
Somebody
of.
to roll for perception. Choose amongst you who shall roll for
I
perception.
haven't rolled yet. It's me and Brea haven't rolled yet, I don't think. Have we?
So we have a bunch
Proficient in it.
of.
I'll do it.
We
I mean,
have a
it's-
bunch of different dragons. We have some good, some chromatic, some metallic. So we have some good and some bad. That's correct, right?
Yes, but I
Yes.
think they're all dragons that have died here
Okay.
or been entombed here.
So why would any sort of magic be happening to bring all of them back rather than just the ones that?
I don't think it's magic to bring them back. I think it's magic to steal their power.
So
Oh.
they come and they die here, and a Sparkrender's like taking their power.
That's my guess.
Because I'm thinking that might have been what happened to Adron.
Well, there's already a blue dragon on here, Eldenmere. So
Mirror.
And Garmy, you hear like from the northeast, like it sounds like a loud, frustrated growl. And you only hear it for a moment, and then it's just subdued by the waves again, as if you
Oh my
heard
God.
it through stone walls, muffled, but just a frustrated sort of, "Ruh!" right? But just real short and clipped. You only
Anybody
heard it
hear
for a
that?
moment.
Eh.
Nobody else would have heard it.
Hear what? Are you going
Where'd it
crazy
come
now?
from?
because
I
Maybe my
thought
stomach was rumbling.
I, I've been
sworn I
hearing
heard
waves,
something.
but that's all I've heard is waves.
Where did you hear
Can I
it
see
from?
that moonstone crystal that your pseudo dragon pulled out?
Oh yeah, did he bring it back over?
Talking about Artarax in the
Yeah,
third
little man's like
person.
he's perched on my shoulder and he crawls along my back and on the other shoulder, and I hold out my arm and just like walks off my arm and just plops it right in your hand.
Thank you, Atrax. And I will turn on the other bridge if I can. Before my detect magic wears off, if I can.
Okay, down here. All right.
Mm-hmm.
How
do-
big are
why
these
are
colored
we-
stones?
Because I still want to explore. You're gonna have to stop, Gurmy.
Do we
And
know
I
when
will-
this? Do we know when this? What's the large rock called? Starts with a C.
Asteroid.
Asteroid that doesn't
Meteoroid?
start with a C.
Oh, the comet, the dark comet that's
Comet.
passing by. Mhm.
Do we know when that's coming? Based on this thing in the middle.
With his Arcana check, I would say probably tonight.
Oh shit.
Do we have
How big
time?
are the colored stones?
It's early
How
morning
big are
still,
the
I would assume.
effigies, like that have been kind of carved out of stone?
Yeah.
Probably. How big are they?
Yeah.
I mean, they're small boulder size. They probably weigh 70, 80 pounds, something like that
Oh,
each.
shit. Never mind.
Probably pretty chunky. Right, just
Okay.
roughly
Yeah.
carved rubble into the shapes of
Kick it
different
over.
dragons.
I'm gonna go down into this room with Garmy and look around.
Did I manage to get over there while my detect magic was still running?
Yeah, so okay, so all right, so it's hold up. All right. So you use the key and it illuminates, and your little buddy kind of follows along over here because he hasn't been walking across it. So the rhythm of the waves below you echoes throughout this cramped tower. Part of the floor has crumbled away, dropping off into the chamber below. Amid the rubble, collapsed. There's collapsed bookcases, right, just fallen at odd angles, and moldering books are strewn across the floor. And you could roll perception.
Is my detect magic is it still up or not?
Yeah, I think would still be active right now. But let's go ahead and let's roll your.
I don't. Yeah.
Not good at
Pitiful.
all. But your detect magic, you detect something faint, kind of buried underneath some moldering books.
I'm
It's
gonna
very
keep
faint.
pulling away till I find it.
So, you find some type of journal with basically a lock, right? With a little keyhole, and the keyholes just sees like a faint magical aura.
Magic lock. Can I like see if I can't arcana a way to break
You
the
should-
lock without damaging it?
Well, yeah, I'll let you roll. Go ahead and roll Arcana. Let's see if you can figure out this mystery.
What are the other books that are over there? Is it all like the same kind of subject, or is it
Well,
a
most
bunch
of them are all just like, they've been exposed to the sea, the salt air. They're just molding, right? They're falling apart. But this book is still in good condition. It's a small, like, little black journal with an ornate lock on it with a keyhole. He detected magic from there. So, you determine that there is a magical trap on this keyhole. The key probably long lost. And if you were to scratch over the rune on the actual like little clasp, right? If you were able to scratch it somehow, it would probably damage the rune enough to be able to open the lock.
Can I
Magic-
use thieves' tools for that, or
Yeah, I point this out to him because Yuki came over her.
is there a way to do a thieves' tool check, or is that sleight of hand?
Didn't you just say it was
I
a
mean,
trap?
I did say it was a trap.
So why are you trying to
And
open
the
it?
way to disarm that trap would be scratching over the rune with a dagger or something sharp.
Oh, okay. Instead of using
I
a
have a
key. Okay.
I have a small knife. I just kind of crossed the rune.
Okay, and then
hand it-
before your detect magic fails, you see the dissipate, right? the rune damaged in the appropriate way in such a way to disarm the magical trap. However, it is still locked.
A lot. And then I hand it over to Yuki. Think you can open it? I took care of the magical trap.
Does this? Oh, I can just do it like this.
I just pictured you like throwing it in the air and Brea like sucker punching it.
Just sitting there in the smell of all that nasty, moldy
Oh wow,
books.
what a terrible roll. But okay.
I need you. I'm gonna be a nice guy, and if you could roll a 1d6, Yuki.
Okay. One.
There might have been non-magical traps too.
Don't worry, nothing happens. Like, however, you're unsuccessful with opening it, but you can still try it by hand. You can still try to just like fucking break it open, but you were unsuccessful. You were not able to like unlock it.
Okay.
Pretty good to me.
She's a tree.
I guess we call the
she's
powerhouse
practically
over.
the book. She's made of paper.
Yeah. It's family.
Oh,
So you're gonna try to open it?
give it to Brea, see if she can.
Aroused, you absolutely hear what it sounds to be like a choked off growl, echoing through stone to your northwest, as if something is struggling.
Northwest.
Like, you know how something's heavy and you grunt, you're like, "Ugh!" You're hearing something like that.
Hey, did you guys
Ooh.
hear that? I just heard something really funny.
No.
And
Was your stomach growling?
I think because Garmy said something earlier, my senses are tingling, and I think we should really go after whatever this is. I don't know, something feels funny.
I'm gonna yank the book open before.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength check for me. Good old athletics.
It's like
Do I do-
brute strength,
where do
just
I-
rip it open.
I just click on strength, right?
Yeah.
Yep, and then just a normal roll. Oh, unless you want to have somebody assist you. Get little nimbly gnome fingers in there.
Is somebody helping me?
Sure.
I don't think so.
Everybody's like,
I got
"You
one yes,
strong,
one
you don't need
no.
my help."
The gnome
Yeah.
already took care of the magic.
You need no goddamn help.
No, it did. So the clasp breaks free under Brea's strong, girth-quaking fingers. And inside, I don't know who wants to read it, but I'll just read it. I'm assuming you're going to share your knowledge, right?
Yeah.
As you flip through, you see just a bunch of notes of star maps and notes on experiments with magic. They don't make a whole lot of sense to you, Brea, right? But you do see an old dialect of common written down, and it says, "To ye four scholars, point your eyes towards the dragon's light, for it guides your descent into knowledge." And I will put that into chat for you, because you might want to remember something. Like, oh, that's the wrong thing.
Like, I just immediately point the book at Garmy, so he can see it
I'm
all.
guessing that's talking about the comet.
So did we want to do something about that sound I heard?
Rouse, you're such a wizard. I had you clicked. That's on me.
Well,
But that's what the journal says, underlined in common in an older dialect.
y'all
But that's how
think
you
we
translate
can
it.
fight a dragon? We can try, but I'm pretty sure what you're hearing is the dragon.
Well,
Well, they did say they'd introduce us.
he knows we're here.
I'm not going first. I'll get eaten.
You said it sounded like someone was struggling in the northwest room, up here.
I mean, in a loud, rumbly, deepy, bassy, felt it kind of through your bones sort of way. Like, Carouse would have heard that. Nobody else was close enough to hear these strange noises coming from inside the tower to the northeast.
Oh, it was northeast. I said northwest.
You said northwest.
Or northeast, somewhere from this area somewhere.
this way.
But,
Okay.
like,
Okay.
muffled like it was indoors. Because it's a tall tower that goes up, like, another, 45, 50 feet in the air.
So
Why?
I'm like,
Oh, we should probably ask Mech for the introduction.
Wow, that's amazing. Holy cow.
Oh my god.
Holy
Oh wow.
Why we're marrying that guy?
We have such a great fiance.
Oh my god.
Right? Holy shit! Look at that.
I want some steak.
No wonder we're marrying him.
God damn.
Say my freaking McDonald's.
Now, did you want to do anything else? I know you moved your tokens. Did you want to do anything else in that tower? The crumbly one you just left, that the Moonstone key is still in the bridge.
We need the Moonstone key.
I will take the key out once we get to the other side and put it in my pocket. But
Okay.
I don't search for anything else over there if I don't detect any magic. I was disappointed that I didn't find a spell book amongst all the magic, all the
So
books.
Yuki
but
at this
There's
point,
another tower we
she's
can look at.
very suspicious about Sparkrender. His name sounds like a car part, and so she doesn't really want to go and visit him first. She's like more curious about what's to the northwest before they go see this dragon guy. That's just her opinion.
it's still
Hey.
like lunchtime, right?
Yeah, it'd be before noon. Probably late morning now. Just under noon. Before noon, not under noon.
Could we ask Mech if they know what's northwest?
I need you to roll on a persuasion check.
Ooh.
He says, "That's where I live."
Oh.
Who
Well, not
else?
so bad.
Okay, so we probably don't need to go.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't want to just intrude on his
yeah,
little home if
I
that's
don't
the
think we
case.
should. Have you found anything peculiar there since living there?
Like what?
I don't know. Anything out of the ordinary?
Anything shiny?
I mean, maybe that's where me and my brother and our friends live.
You have
Who are your
friends?
Friends. Hold on. You didn't mention friends.
They didn't ask about friends.
Who are your friends?
Oh, they're like me. They're like me and my brother. Sparkrender is gonna make us stronger, and Sparkrender is gonna be the strongest, most amazing dragon.
Oh, why did I get the feeling he's gonna kill these kobolds?
Yeah, I have a feeling.
That's what
Ugh.
Can we go say
they're
hi
gonna
to
become
them?
strong because they're gonna become like a part of him or something like that.
And then maybe we'd have somewhere
Hearing
to
that
hide
there's
if we needed it.
possibly other kobolds over there, I kind of look uneasy about heading over that direction.
Why?
I kind of huddle together with everyone, kind of away from the kobold. Like, if they all serve Sparkrender, and I don't want all of them turning against us while we're trying to fight a dragon. So I don't want to have to fight them and the dragon. Take the dragon, they'll run away, but not at the same time.
Oh,
They serve
decisions.
him.
So what other jobs have you been doing for Sparkrender?
We keep this place safe.
What do you do?
We're guards. We keep it safe. We live here, and we take. Sparkrender brings us what we need, and he asks us to help build the dragon statues, and we've done that. And we're just waiting for Sparkrender.
Are there more
He
dragon
says the
statues?
moment is soon.
Are there more dragon statues?
No, these are them.
What
How
do you
many
think,
friends
guys?
do you
Is it time
have?
that we get introduced?
How many friends
He's
do you
like,
have?
"You want to meet my friends?
How many friends do you have?
Do you want to meet my friends?
How many friends do you have?
How many are there?
You would need to roll. You would need to roll and persuade him."
I can't.
He's like, I have several friends. Come meet them. You want to meet them? And he starts to move that way.
I think at this
No,
point,
no, no.
Brea's just trying to look as big as possible.
How many friends
Well,
do you have?
Yuki came all the way to the opposite side.
Does a 16 tell me how many friends he has?
Nope.
No.
Fuck.
He's like, but don't worry, I'll get him for you. And he
I'm
starts
worried.
to yell, come out! I've got friends here!
Oh.
So now, guess what we're
Roll
gonna
for
do?
initiative.
I
We sure
knew
are.
it. I wanted to do one more thing. Oh my god.
I don't want to kill the kobolds.
I
Why
do.
are we
I'm not
rolling
gonna
for
lie.
initiative?
Because they're
they seem-
guards.
They seem a
We
little crazy. in the
befriended
head,
one
too.
kobold, but not the rest.
Oh god.
A 16 wasn't good enough.
What happens if one of the statues breaks?
I was gonna use a sleight of hand check to try to either steal one if they were small enough, or try to knock one over the edge, just to like.
Well, after we-
mess
Like
with
that,
the
kick it over.
ritual.
Don't do
So
it.
as
Don't do that.
as I hear that these other kobolds are coming, I'm just gonna look around and say, my magic is lethal. I can't like knock people out with it. So
So,
With that attitude.
is it possible that we all? I guess they can fly, can't they?
we don't know if the other ones can fly. We only know this one can fly.
Because
We
I
haven't
was
seen the other
thinking
ones
maybe
yet.
we could just run away, and then we won't have to kill them.
And if they come at me, I'm going at them.
There is something in D&D called subduing damage. You damage to subdue, not to kill. The problem is you technically cannot do that with magic or with ranged attacks. But like melee, you can hit them with the flat of the blade, or
Yeah, you can't
I
really
guess you
like
don't-
call a knockout shot or something with
Yeah.
a bow.
we don't have
I've not
green
seen
arrows with boxing gloves on them. And my fireball can't just knock someone out, it lights them on fire.
I can throw the butt of the dagger at their heads.
I have ensnaring strike, which would be like a restrain.
It still is an attack.
I kind of have an idea.
Why do those look different than the other ones?
They're
But
different.
some
kinds
can
of
fly and some can't.
Oh, they're scary. Those are scary boys.
Can you guys add yourself to the combat tracker?
Oh yes, sorry.
Wow.
Too busy lost in the pretty pictures.
Go and roll for initiative.
Oh Jesus!
Wow.
3.
Yikes.
Those are some bangers.
Holy
shit!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh,
Well guys, it was nice adventuring with y'all.
Nice.
Oh my god. You know what?
And man, I added him. Why is he not showing up? All right, which one are you? Got that
Can
one.
we do any sort of persuasion? Like talking, chatting, like, hey, you look great today.
I mean, we can still attempt to de-escalate, yes. And we haven't actually escalated. He just called them over as friends too. So they might
make
not
the first
necessarily
move.
attack.
Yeah, they make the first move, so that's what we're waiting
Yeah,
on.
Do we know anything?
they're they're Mech's friends. That's all we know.
I know I'm sharpening my short sword. And my 4 daggers.
Okay. Hi. You have nice breath.
So, the aptly named kobold, who we could call him Hev, because that's his name, runs over to you. And, well, we're just gonna guess what happens. Alright, leave it a mystery. Gonna try to attack you.
Oh god.
and misses with its dagger as it thrusts out at your belly. And now it is Yuki's turn.
Okay, give me one quick second.
You're good at grappling.
So, okay, I'm gonna just go like right up behind the little, I forgot what this thing's called in the center here. And I'm gonna go for a sneak attack.
Why are
Or
you
maybe,
attack? You
like,
don't
right
have
over
to
here.
attack. You don't have to attack.
Well, he just tried to attack. What do you mean?
You
Well,
missed.
if you come up behind it and attack at sneak attack, you could attack to just to knock unconscious. If you get all the way up on it.
Do I be the good person here?
Yes,
You got
yes,
rope.
you do.
You're
You
the
want
only
the
one of us that
kobolds?
actually follows a god.
That's
if I'm
true.
understanding correctly.
But she's also okay. Fine. You know.
But like, there's a dragon.
Don't let me make
you
your
want to
choices
lose-
for you.
All of your hit points before we fight possibly a dragon.
Fine. What I will do instead of attacking,
Make
is-
your own choices. Don't let us convince you.
Well, we're a team.
You have agency.
Let us
I
convince
take
you,
that
person who
advice.
almost stole an amputee's leg.
Listen.
I'm just saying.
It was Brea's idea.
No, it was not.
God damn it! It gives me so much to think about now.
You have your own freedom, but
I'm gonna throw some ball bearings on the floor instead. How about that? And just kind of hopefully they like fall over and give us some more space to not murder them. Let me just read this real quickly. It says they cover.
It makes it difficult terrain so they can move at half movement, if I recall.
10. Oh, is that all it does? Oh, they have to
It doesn't
succeed
cause them
on a-
damage. They're not like call trips or anything. They just
have
make
to
it
succeed
difficult
on
terrain.
a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Okay. What's the just a dex? Does it say what the modifier is for that to be?
10.
Okay.
So it's a 10-foot area. I don't know. Maybe is this 10 feet? That's 10 feet. So like in this area, just like between these two
10
guys.
feet is technically 2 squares because each square is 5 foot, so 2
Oh,
squares. So which
true.
2 squares do you want it to be?
Then I'm gonna do the one right next to Kirast over here. Just throw him in front of this guy. Hopefully he trips instead of trying to kill her next turn.
And I think
you
he'll
should be
make that
more
on
worried
his
about
next turn,
yourself.
right? He'll make it on his next turn.
And then I'll use my bonus action.
Yeah, you're gonna disengage.
Yep, to get the hashtag back out of there. I'm
The
right,
Hashtag,
hashtag.
I'm right back there.
hashtag back up. All right.
Now, silent.
Uh-huh.
If this all goes to shit, I am sorry.
You know
And
what?
you are welcome to do whatever you want for the
I am
rest
murdering everything else from now on.
of the campaign, and I will not say a thing.
So this kobold moves up, screeching angrily, "Leave our home!" And it pulls out a sling and it whips a sling stone at Garmy. And it hits. For six bludgeoning.
Holy.
Oh no.
How many hit points do you have?
Maybe I should have like used a rope to like lasso Garmy back this way.
I'm okay. I still have more than 10.
Yeah, but there's
This
two
kobold
more.
is going to try to stab you with a dagger.
Oh, lovely. You know
It
what?
hits.
Shield.
Huh?
Shield as a reaction.
Remind me what that is.
It is a first level spell. I can cast it as a reaction, and I have +5 to my AC.
So your AC is what by default?
My AC is normally 12. With this, it's 17.
17. Still hits.
Oh, damn it.
In the hell.
They're just daggers. You're going to be fine. Hit
Yeah,
you for
but-
7.
Oh,
Damn it, now I wasted the spell slot.
I'm worried.
Okay, now I'm below 10 hit points.
Now, you can see in these brief moments that mech is hella confused on what to do, but he sees his friends attacking and he tries to approach and move towards Karoush. Now I'm gonna say, you know, he can't attack through his friends, so he's gonna go this way, right?
Oh, okay.
But he still, I think he still has to partially pass through that square. I'm a nice guy, so I'm gonna make him roll his DC. His DC said it was a 10, right? The dexterity
It was
check.
10. Yeah, it was 10.
He fails it and falls prone.
Nice.
So he's like
And
prone, like right
prone.
here.
What does that mean for them?
He has to spend movement to get back up on his next turn.
And hold on, I think there was like something else too. I just forgot. Ball bearings, prone.
I mean, the dumb bastard should have flown, right? But like, whatever. He just ran through it and fell prone. And now it is Karoust's turn.
Oh, he has disadvantage on his attack roll if he does attack.
But
And
he fell prone regardless, so he's got to get up and move because he can't attack through his companion, right?
And if you're within 5 feet of him, you get advantage, and that's all.
Okay. And now it's Karoust's turn.
So if anybody wants to murder him,
Want to murder your new friend Mech, who was just cradling his dead brother in his
He got
arms
us
not
into this
yet
situation.
15 minutes ago. This guy's having a yo-yo of a day. My brother died. My sister's alive. Hi, friends. Meet my new friends. Let's fucking fight. Like, I mean, this guy's a yo-yo of emotions.
Kobold struck first.
exactly.
It's your turn, Karoust. You could still try to take an action to talk him off the
Still
ledge.
try to talk them down.
Talk everybody
or
down.
You can just start shooting.
Scream it back to fix it.
Anyway, I started shooting.
Anyways, started magic missile and
Just
everything.
started blasting.
So our Artrax can use Sting,
Correct. But if
which
you do
causes
that,
the target to fall unconscious.
if it succeeds and it doesn't pass its saving throw. Like there's a saving throw for that sting attack. It has to succeed by, or it has to fail by 5, if I recall, for it to fall unconscious.
The saving throw fails by 5 or more.
Correct.
The target
Then
falls
it would fall
unconscious for the same duration.
But you also give up your opportunity to try to talk people off the ledge if you so choose.
I mean, I kind of want to like scooch over here and like help. I can't remember his name. Mech. I kind of want to like help him up. Be like, I don't know what's going on. We're not trying to be intruders. You saw that when we came here and helped you fight the Sturges. Can you tell your friends that we're not trying to be mean here? We're on your side?
Mech's kind of enraged by having just, face planted in ball bearings and isn't really feeling very talkative to you because he doesn't want to be persuaded anymore.
Oh, fucking
Fuck.
hell, dude.
I might say as a dungeon master, you're probably trying to convince the wrong person to stop attacking you. Because you don't actually know that Mech was trying to stop you or fight you. You just saw him run over towards the barbarian. He could have been trying to pull his little buddies off of you. You don't know. I will tell you, if you choose to try to do any convert, I would encourage you, you should try an intimidation check against your kobold frenemies right now versus a persuasion check. They will not be persuaded, but you might be able to intimidate them.
Interesting.
I mean, if you're in fisticuffs, you're throwing hands, are you gonna be like, no, please, sir, stop beating the shit out of me? You'd be like, I'm a badass, I have silent shadow. Like, you might, you know what I mean? You're in combat, so persuasion can be very hard to, like, they're not gonna listen to you trying to just coerce them.
Okay.
Intimidation would probably be the better check, in my opinion. Not always, but in this situation, I would say that they're engaged. They don't know you. They don't like strangers. You're in their home. Their Mech and Min were just 2 of many, so there wasn't really like a leader of the pack, right? So, but if you want to try to intimidate, totally go for it. I would say that. or fight, whichever.
Okay.
And if you want to try, here, I'll be fair. If you want to try to if you want to try to persuade them, feel free to do so. It's going to be even more difficult than intimidating.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a target that would be best to intimidate? One that hasn't attacked yet, or the one that already has?
I don't think it matters which target you choose at this point in time. Probably
But
just
it's not
one of
mech.
them. But not Mech. Mech's kind of torn in between, right? All of his buddies he's been living with and know who've all sworn the same oath are all attacking you. Right? They all are loyal to Sparkrender. Those are my friends. We live here. We're helping
Okay.
Sparkrender. He's gonna make us great. So you can just pick one. I don't think it matters which one. I would probably try to intimidate the one that's gonna try to bash in your guts with a dagger.
I'm gonna go with this guy. And I'm gonna do an intimidation.
Oh.
So I'm assuming that you pull your bow back with your arrow and you drop it all gangsta style and point it in his face, and you're like, "Stop!" You just like kind of bellow it out right from the diaphragm, right? And he hesitates. He doesn't leave your adjacency, but he kind of pulls back and seems to be more apt to listen to you. And he screams out, "Everybody, hold up a minute!" And so everything's kind of paused right now.
Okay. Okay.
And we're gonna do one more turn through the combat just to go through this piece. So Mech, because it's Mech's turn now, right? If I recall. Oh no, it's this guy. This guy
No,
flies
it's-
over and just hangs out. Garmy, now it is your turn.
What's all the fuss about?
I'm going to disengage as my action. Can I do that? What's the rules on disengaging? I've never actually done it before, I don't think.
Yeah, you can take disengage as an action.
Okay.
That way you don't
I'm
get the
just
attack
gonna-
of opportunity. Yeah.
And I'm just going to back away behind Brea. Kind of holding where I've been stabbed as I'm bleeding. Oh!
Couple of slices. Robes are slightly damaged. Slightly used with some blood stains now. And now it is Brea's turn.
I'm going to stay in their line of sight to Garmy, but also move up behind Kerr.
Oh, I forgot to set Artarax's turn to be yours, so we're just gonna skip past him.
And I'm just gonna take Earthquake out and just try to back up whatever Kerr is doing over here, since she's going all gangster on me.
Are you trying to intimidate again?
Yeah.
Okay, roll for it. Trying to think about how this interaction may or may not go.
Ooh.
Okay. So, they don't move, but they relax their weapons, say, "Why are you in our homes? Why are you here?" So none of them move. The one that's right next to, so we're gonna skip through a couple of turns here. Oops, go back a turn. Yeah, to this guy. And so they've all kind of put their weapons down and they say, "Yeah, why are you here?" And
Who are they
then,
asking?
Mech kind of stands up on, and I think we'll just hold the initiative order right here while we go through this kind of RP scenario. They're like, "Yeah, why this is our home and Sparkrender's home. Why are you here?"
Renara sent us.
And they kind of squint, and Mech kind of turns and says, That old crone from the cloister sent you?"
Crone. Crone?
Old
What do you mean?
lady.
Oh,
Crone
okay.
is sort of an insult for an old lady.
Okay.
"That crone sent you here? Maybe we should fight."
I assumed they were on friendly terms with the settlement after we had previously been asked if that's where we had come from. I'll let someone else say something.
Yarmir's like, all I speak is ass whooping. Fireballs
You keep
everywhere!
saying hidden.
I attempted
Right.
to
You just
aid,
waiting to see how
calm
this
things
goes.
down.
Brad's
She's ready
waiting to
murder
swing.
somebody. Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna
Mech-
say,
They hurt her buddy.
I'm gonna say, we can agree to disagree on the people who sent us here. But I think the thing that's important is that we're not against you. We're not trying to fight you. We've just been sent here to look into some things, and we mean no harm.
and it kind of leans towards you and quirks its head to the side, and it says, find what things? And it kind of looks back and forth. Are you trying to
Your
steal from us?
business.
What things are you looking for if you Renara sent you?
We
Looking
have
for-
And
nothing
you hear
to
Mech pop up, and Mech's like, they helped me. They saved me, and he kind of points over at his dead brother's body, and he says, they helped me save my friend. You know, they couldn't stop my brother from dying, but they treated me as a friend and saved me.
Don't forget about your sister that's alive.
I mean, he knows that. You've already told him. You know, he's learned.
I
but
know.
So
Um,
their attitude currently is between neutral and hostile, right? They're not friendly towards you, but I'm willing to listen to your argument of how you want to make them more neutral and or friendly. I mean, they're kobolds. Try to bribe them. I'm just thinking out loud, right? Might try to bribe them.
Is there anything we can
Girth
do to
wake up.
help you?
You
I
want
know-
me to throw some wine over there?
Mex said that you were working on some things. For what's his name? Spark Render. And maybe we could help you with some things. Is there anything we can do?
And they puzzled it, and I would like you to roll a persuasion.
Fuck. I think I'm saying the wrong
She's like-
things.
She's
guys
like,
need
you
to-
son of a bitch. Not saying the wrong things. No wrong thing.
You're the only one ready to talk.
So he looks at
Well-
you and he says, you still haven't answered my question of what are you looking for?
Looking
and now
for
you're
a young
asking
man.
what you can do for us. It's
We're
like,
looking for a young man named Adron. Your friend already told us that he hasn't heard of him, so it's probably not here. But still, that's all we were looking was for missing person. That's it.
can you roll an insight check for me?
Sure.
Oof.
You can see that he's conflicted, and he seems, his body language seems to explain that he kind of believes you, and he looks at you and he says, I think I have the answer. Let's Sparkrender might know who your friend is.
Oh,
He
Lord.
might.
We
but
can
before
go get Sparkrender.
Oh,
We can, but before we do that, I could really use a chance to, patch up the place where you stabbed me.
So they put their weapons away. They seem a little more neutral, and Mex says, I'll go get Sparkrender. Now I'm gonna do this right now. I'm gonna do this for y'all because I know we're a little bit over time.
Oh,
All right, and I'm a fair person, and I want to warn you.
I didn't even notice.
There are a lot of kobolds.
Yeah.
And if they were to go get this dragon, not all of your DMs will be as nice as me. You
Yeah.
have a high likelihood of not surviving this
Yeah, we
fight.
can't. Not them and the dragons, and I really could use a short rest.
Like, I'm just your first game, right? Like, if you meet a dragon-like creature right now, without any additional assistance, and you have to fight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kobolds,
So are you
plus
saying
a dragon,
Are you saying Silent
some
was
kind.
right? Is that what you're saying?
of what? About what?
Wanting to attack initially?
yeah, just fucking put him down. Yeah.
I mean,
Army got
I don't
stabbed
like to
twice.
go in right or wrongs here.
A bludgeon, I
Um,
think.
there are options that are probably less potentially killy for at least probably one of you. One of you would probably die. It would probably be Garmy, because Garmy doesn't have a lot of hit points, and if there's a whole dragon-like fight, which I'm kind of spoiling it for you, there's a dragon and it's blue, so it's evil, right?
I would like to
you have a
try
high
to
likelihood of
stop
somebody
them
dying.
from coming off and getting spark. Where they're like, can you wait to get him?
So that's why I recommend, like, let's pause here till
Sure.
next time,
Sure.
so you can think about what you want to do, because I think it's only fair, since it's 3 of y'all's first game. Somebody could die, and I'm not saying they'd be out of the game forever. Like, we'll figure a way out to probably help something, because I'm a nice dude, right? When you have fun. But, like, if you fight Spark Render with these things,
You will lose.
like, Garmy's probably dead. Mother Trucker might die too. 2 of you might die. It's just a hard fight.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying but I will be in all fairness to you, and chat might disagree. Yes, you have options to pursue, and I'll remind you of the weird, muffly, like, strained groaning you're hearing. There might be assistance that you should investigate. And however you choose to do that, you gotta deal with this kobold problem first, right?
Yeah, because I'm not even full health, and I'm supposed to be the tank.
I could
use
a short rest.
But, I mean, here's the thing, like, and I mean, Garmino said this, do you think that close to where a blue dragon might be, who's ready for some crazy ritual?
Not a good place for a short rest.
Do you think that a short rest is going to be successful?
Probably.
Right, because, I mean, the training wheels are kind of coming off, right? Like, I'm trying to be fair to make sure you guys learn, but at a certain point, right, like, things have to have stakes, right? So, you could use potions.
Not to go get them and just stay here. And we'll go get him.
I mean, can we go back to the main island and get Renara?
She's taking a vow of passivism. She's not going to help
doing anything.
Let me put it this way. She's taken a vow, and it's very serious to her, and she's been living it for hundreds of years. And the DC that you would have to convince her to help you, very impossible for you to make. Very, very difficult at your current level. But there are options. I'm trying to be fair to you. There are options. Right. I'm not gonna. I mean, I can't tell you all the options, because you're gonna think of things that I can't think of. But I don't want you to go into this fight. First of all, it's gonna take a while. But also, I want you to think about what's gonna happen before next time, and what you guys want to do, because you could talk about it before the game sometime. What your game plan is, because it might make sense to be like, let's fucking duke it out and knock all these bozos out and go from there. I don't know. I just don't want you to step into it with, like, no help, which there is help near you. I'll be fair to you, right? I know it's kind of spoilery, but, like, it's your first game. You have options. I'll put it that way. I won't tell you what they are, but you have options. I mean, you'll come up with options too, but I'm just saying time out, because if you go into this fight right now, it's probably going to go poorly, and I want to be fair to you and say, take a... You know what I mean? Mother Trucker's like, I don't want to die.
Kill all these kobolds with one spell, but it would be a second level spell, and I want to save that for the dragon. The way they're grouped up.
Just fucking fireball right on top of Carouse. Well, good luck to you!
No, I mean, Shatter would get pretty much all of them, placing it right behind them. Kobolds are not a lot of health.
But I like to warn my players, especially people who haven't played before, like, this is a potentially very dangerous situation, and I don't want it to spiral into some crazy chaos, right? Because there's stakes, and I don't want anybody to die, but I also don't want to pull a Deus Ex Machina and be like, magically something, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be unfair to you, and, like, so it's tough. I want you to figure out your options, right? My best advice is don't let them don't let them introduce you to Spark Render. Garmy's like, yeah, I hear you when I was talking about it. You're like, no, it sounds bad.
But
that was fun. I was fun.
I had fun tonight. I really did.
I'm terrified.
You haven't explored all of this, right? Remember, there's that tower to the northeast it's not the same height as where you're at. It's actually taller, right? It's a structure. There's an inside of it. You haven't explored that yet. You haven't explored really where the kobolds live. You've really just seen the rotunda area, and then where the scholar book is, or the journal is that you found. So there are still places that you haven't explored.
Well, to brighten up the dour mood of the potential TPK, I could
Oh,
tell
She
us
man.
thought
a
I was
joke about
joking the whole
pizza,
time, and I'm sitting there
but
and
it's
I'm
a
like,
little
oh.
cheesy.
Wait.
What did you say? What'd you say?
I
I
just
could tell us a
realized.
joke about pizza, but it's a little cheesy.
Stop it.
I like it.
What did you
I just
realize?
realized I still had that special roll from the beginning, and I could have probably used it in that area where all the kobolds are and did something. Maybe made them giggle or some shit.
Because of the potentiality, I'll give you guys the options. You can keep that for next week. We won't do rollies, and you can keep that spell. Or maybe we can find something better. I'll leave it up to you.
That doesn't
Right?
seem fair to me.
Huh?
It doesn't seem fair to me.
Well, we're kind of cutting it off when you could have used it. It just depends on where we progress. So, but if
We
you
just
want to
forget
do
about
rollies
it.
again and find something else, I'm totally fine with that. I mean, because you might not want to use it now, you might want to use it later. But we can do rollies next week. I'm a pretty fair.
Can you make a dragon giggle?
I mean,
I still have both my divination portent rolls, so at one point a dragon is going to roll a 2 or 11.
so and let's kind of talk about what you guys have learned, right? So you've come to this place looking for Adron. You've heard some strange noises from that tower to the northeast, right? But you found that journal with some type of weird phrase that happened to be written in an archaic version of Common. But you've also learned that there's a comet approaching, and based on the astronomical model of your world and the moon, and Garmi's knowledge of the arcane, like that comet is like right there. Like, it's right there. So, whatever this ritual is going to happen probably tonight, right? Within like 12 hours or so, probably. I mean, we'll just throw Stroke of Midnight out as a thing, right? So, and Spark Render, as you've heard the kobolds kind of indicate, he's got some type of plan where they built these dragon effigies. And I think Garmi probably had a very good theory, right? And they're being told they're going to be lifted up, right? Sparkrender is going to become super powerful, and we're just little kobolds and we want to be dragons. Make me a dragon. Sure.
As
Yeah, he's
suck
gonna
I got
all the
you,
life
kill
force
fans.
out of
them
you.
and take all their power and become even stronger.
Maybe. I mean, that's the mystery, right? And the mystery is, where's Adron? Right?
think
Because
he
this
might
is
be
the area
Adron
that he disappeared
himself.
at.
I feel like it already happened to Adron.
Garmi's
Either that or
like,
Adron is up there fighting him right now.
Or that.
silence ready to pour one out for Adron, just like,
Well, we did hear that like other groaning too, right?
you heard some type of muffled,
I
strained
did. I tried to
groaning
tell
through
you
the
guys that we should go
walls.
look at it. You're like, no, what's over on this platform?
Hi guys, let's meet my friends. What the fuck? Kobolds coming in swinging, jumping off the
I'm
ropes.
just killing all kobolds from now on.
I'm just gonna shut my mouth.
See, I was hoping that you were gonna
Intimidation.
do a cool move and like jump onto that thing, do some cool acrobatics, and then so when you would jump in to attack, like trying to, because you can't pass through that kobold, right? So you have to like do some type of acrobatics check, and I was hoping it would happen and that you would like gonna jump down and attack with your swords, because I was gonna play the clip of "It's John Cena," do 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 do.
God.
But maybe that'll happen next week.
Why was the belt sent to jail?
Oh my god.
For holding up a pair of pants.
God.
All right. Well, I think that's where we're gonna end it today then.
About that time. Okay.
Silence got to go to bed. She's got that
Yeah, I need-
1:30 work time or whatever shenanigans.
It's never fun.
Okay. Well, everyone say bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
We're all gonna die.
Oh,
We're gonna die next week.
No, we're not. Stop
You're
it.
not gonna die. You're not gonna die.
Oh my god.
TPK. TPK.
Okay. Next screen. Next screen. Okay. Well, there you have it. Yeah, that's terrifying. I am very nervous. And okay. I have no idea what is this clip? Let me see here. Hold on. Let's watch this clip really quick. Oh, my face! Hold on. Here?
The spark render might know who.
Oh, it's half speed.
The spark render might know who your friend is. We can go get spark render.
Look at my face!
The spark render might know who your friend is. We can go get
Look
spark render.
at my face!
The spark render might know who your friend is. We can go get spark render. The spark render might know who your friend is. We can go get spark
Jesus
render.
Louise.
The spark render might know.
Oh my god. Okay, well, there you have it. That's where we are going to end stream today. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you want to be part of the raid, copy and paste the first raid call if you're a subscriber and the second one if you're not. Thank you guys for being here, for hanging out, for all the good things. Sorry, I was a little bit tired today. We will hopefully be back on Monday. I say hopefully. I need to do some things with my computer that I hopefully can figure out. I'm sure we'll be able to do it. Why don't I see this person? Oh, they're there. Okay. We're gonna raid someone who is celebrating their birthday. So I would love it if you guys could all hang out for a little bit, even just to go and say happy birthday to this person. It looks like they're looking through a Kudo board, which is really, really fun. So thank you guys for hanging out, as always. I'm gonna get this raid started. Here we go. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. Have a great rest of your weekend. I am terrified for next Friday. If you enjoyed the stream, if you like the D&D, we do this every Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you want to hang out for things other than D&D, I stream Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time doing variety things. We're playing Grounded right now. My computer's a little bit broken, so I'm still working through that. It might be a little choppy. We might be doing some art stuff. But we'll be here. I hope. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Form, thank you for modding. Huge shout out to everybody in the campaign for being part of the campaign. Let's go give Fanta some love. Actually, I want to do a... Can you guys copy and paste that raid call if you're subscribers to Spud birthday hype for Fanta because it's her birthday. Don't forget, I love you, I appreciate you, and you look fantastic today, but pass it on. Tell somebody you appreciate them, tell somebody you love them, give somebody a compliment, all those good things. Mods, thank you for being here. New Spuds, thanks for giving me a chance. Old Spuds, thanks for coming back. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Enjoy, okay? I'll see you later. Thanks for all the support. I love you guys.